But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works here. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
Hello, exactly.
You will be molested.
Oh, you like that, don't you, faggot?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
You will keep your hands off of my mule.
You have something to say. I have something to say. All right, so let's just talk. You're not being fair. This isn't fair.
What is that from?
That's Boogie Nights.
Oh, that is another Boogie Nights?
He's trying to get his his loan at the bank to open his business, his stereo business.
Can I kiss you on the mouth?
Fantastic.
All right, good morning.
Morning.
How is everybody today?
Wunderbar. Just fabulous.
We're all worried about the nor'easter heading toward the East Coast.
Yeah, we goof on the news on a daily basis, but we get all caught up in it, don't we?
Of course we do.
All the news this morning, they finally broke out the word nor'easter.
Dun, 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 dun.
No.
Time to get the slick graphics. The nor'easter is heading toward the East Coast, everybody.
Nor'easter.
Time to name the nor'easter.
Oh. Do they name nor'easters?
Oh, my God. They name every storm in the New York area. Hell yeah. You watch. This storm will hit, and they'll have a fancy name for it.
I think it'll just be like Blizzard 2005.
No, they get a little more creative than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Hey, Jimmy, how are you, buddy?
Oh, Jimmy is a miserable, miserable human being today.
He hasn't slept in, I don't know, a couple days now, right?
Yeah, I slept for 3 hours when I got home yesterday, and I've been up since 6 p.m.
He's busy. He's got, like, things to do because he's got, a Tonight Show tape you're putting together?
Yes, and coupled with a sexual addiction that is omnipotent.
And this annoys you at times.
It's awful. It's done. I gotta stop. Yeah.
It's one of those
things
that occupy all your time.
I was going to say, sometimes it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, you enjoy the addiction in a weird way, right?
Sure,
and then other times you want to, I don't know.
Yeah, leap.
The problem with an addiction is it is all-encompassing. It's it's on your mind 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it's just constantly there poking at you. And, sometimes I guess that bums you out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this Tonight Show set together. You know, again, they want another set, and they're really cool guys. So all the comedy clubs, the way they work is you come in, you do your 5 minutes. The comic strip has been great, and, of course, the Comedy Cellar has been great, and stand-up in New York. But, Gotham, again, last night. The owner's like, hey, man, we're really slammed. Could you call tomorrow? It's a bringer show. This is what they did at Gotham Comedy last night, a bringer show. That means if you have a bunch of friends and they come to the show, you can go on stage.
Right, in front of your friends.
Yeah. So I couldn't get on that show because they were slammed. I hope that place, I hope a wrecking ball goes through that sterile dump. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Ooh.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Really?
I wanted to bite his face when he said that.
But it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing I can do about it. What can I do? I can't set fire to the entrance. That's what I'd like to do, like the old Happy Land Disco in the Bronx, and watch them all pile up like it's a great white concert and die after hearing those weak cornball jokes their unfunny friends told, and then spit in their faces.
You should have collected a few friends, and we all would have went down there to see little Jimmy Norton perform.
Well, there you go.
That would have been nice.
That would have been humbling for you.
Oh, could you sit in the back and start an applause break? The owner's here. I only know him for 12 years.
Oh.
10 years I know the guy.
10 years, and does he know why you're doing this?
Absolutely he knows why I'm doing that, and I'm respectful. I'm not going over my time. I'm just doing 5 minutes.
5 lousy minutes.
And I can't do these sets during the week. It's hard for me to do these. This week I've flipped my whole schedule so I can get these done to make the tape for these guys. And I asked him, at the beginning of the week I called, and they said no on 2 of the 5 nights. That's 40% of the time they shot me down. So any comic that comes on this show, if you try to plug that club, I'm going to splash hot coffee in your hacky face.
Well, payback is going to be a bitch. You know, it's funny because when we were on top of the world, everything was fun and dandy. Everyone
hunky-dory, I would say.
And, man, so many doors have closed in our faces since our demise, and now we're attempting the biggest comeback in radio history. And we will be back on top again, and then there's going to be a lot of people that are going to pay. And they're going to pay dearly.
I've never asked people to not support a comedy club, ever. But if you're going to go to a comedy club, go anywhere but there, please. If you're a
scumbag.
An absolute scumbags. Absolute.
You know this is very important to you and your career, and to any comic it would be. Like if any comic had this going, you would give them the courtesy to put them up there for 5 minutes.
The comic strip is great. They're like, yeah, come in any night. Come in this weekend if you want, just for your 5-minute spots. They understand.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, man. And I know this guy 10 years. I know him a long time. And it was a bringer show. If they're doing Conan auditions, all right, you can't walk. That's one thing. But they're doing nothing. Bunch of unfunny nobodies in suits. Hey, they tell me I'm funny around the office. You're not. Stupid. Stand out there and get little cheap slut applause breaks in front of your friends. That's what you do. That's a good thing to do in the club. Bringer show. And they're usually funny crowds, too. I really wanted to do it.
Really?
I couldn't get on a bringer show. I really should cut my own throat. Like I'm cattle.
Somebody wants to back you up on this point? I don't even... I want to hear about the sex thing last night. I want to see where you went with that.
They changed the font on the phone screen.
What do you mean?
It looks bigger and bolder for some reason.
Oh, okay, I see that.
It's boisterous.
Dennis
coming yelling at me.
Dennis,
back up, Jimmy Norton.
Dennis, what's up? Hey,
Dennis.
Guys, it's fucking Jimmy Norton. Why is he bringing people?
Dude, I don't. I believe me. I'm not deluded as to thinking I can't just walk into a club and go on because they have a schedule to keep, and I respect that. But it's just that when it's something like this, man, why do you think we work for $10 in the city, $15? That's why you do it. So when you need something like this, the clubs help you out. And he doesn't owe me anything. I mean, I whatever he doesn't. But I just I wish there was some way I could make it completely known that scumbag club is never getting any support from this show, and they obviously don't care.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't want O&A fans. He doesn't care. So I just make sure. I've never asked people to do that in my life.
Douchebag.
Oh, I wanted to just take the phone cord and wrap it around his neck while his Maury wig fell off. And he doesn't have a Maury wig, but if he did, I want to choke him until it fell off.
Well,
that stupid camel tooth coat. Throw paint on it.
So the sexual addiction. What happened last night?
Well, no, nothing. You know how it is. You dump another couple hundred and have an awful time, and just what am I doing? It's awful.
It's just on his mind.
Horrendous.
All the time.
And I said omnipotent before because not only am I talentless and can't get on a bringer show, but my vocabulary is that of Voss when he was in 2nd grade. I meant to say omnipresent, but I said omnipotent. Yeah, my addiction is all-knowing. Fat-breasted idiot. Ugh. Maybe I should put that on the Tonight Show tape. You get it, Jay? I almost said.
It's gonna be a fun day, Anthony.
Oh yes, indeed.
It's always fun when there's a miserable Jim Norton in studio.
Oh, dude, I tried to sleep too, and I just had nightmares of oversleeping.
You know what? We'll do you a favor, and we won't bring up the sensitive training meeting that you're going to be doing in Washington.
No, you can bring it up because you might as well.
No, we're not going to bring it up because I don't want to really piss you off or anything.
You know what else you could bring up? My trip to Jupiter because they have the same likelihood of happening.
You know, you have to meet with human resources when we're in Washington.
No way.
Talk about sexual harassment. Crap.
Ain't gonna happen.
I've never had a problem with a coworker like that. Who do I hit on? You? Eric? Did I ever flirt with him or one of the young interns? If I haven't groped Nathaniel, I'm not ever gonna grope anybody. If I let that sweet kid walk by without grabbing him.
I won't. I shan't be attending.
We kind of started that late in the show yesterday. The whole Washington trip, and that they have
an itinerary.
They have set an agenda for us that is absolutely ridiculous. I got on the phone with Super Agent Bob Eatman last night, and he's going to be calling them today.
It's hours upon hours of work. I didn't work this many hours ever in my life. They want us to stay there and attend all these meetings.
We should
shareholders meetings. What?
All sorts of crap that starts right after the show. We're doing our show from Washington Monday and Tuesday, if we could even get down there.
Nor'easter coming, Opie.
Well, now they're saying,
oh, look, the weatherman's.
Yeah, well, now they're saying I think it's going to start snowing now.
Now, and
it was supposed to snow Sunday, then it was Saturday, then late Friday. I think it's snowing now.
Snowing now through July, is what they're saying, and it's really going to pile up.
So we're supposed to go down there Monday and Tuesday to do the show, and then after the show we have all sorts of meetings and FaceTime with a lot of corporate bores down there in Washington, and Monday's agenda is absolutely ridiculous. And then Tuesday's agenda is not bad until you get to the 1:30 to 4:30 meeting, which is just for Jim Norton.
Yeah.
And ELO will be there, and some lady named Ann Kay, and it's human resources sensitivity training for Jim. I mean,
sensitivity.
We sat through some of that stuff, but it wasn't that long.
No 3 hours.
I don't think it was officially a sensitivity training meeting.
Boy, I wonder what Ann and Eric are going to talk about besides, well, do you think he's showing up? I don't know. Doesn't look good. He got on the train and threw something at us.
I picture an empty room, them two sitting in it, just looking at their watches.
Yeah.
Constantly. Well, what time is it? Any minute now, right?
All right, well.
As the choo-choo chugs along the tracks, carrying Jimmy home.
Yeah, I'll be hanging my bag out the window, just waving to Philadelphia. How are you, Philly? We miss you. I know you have no idea we're on yet. Let me hang my O&A shirt out the window. That will serve as a billboard for half a second. There it goes.
This is going to be an interesting radio show today.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, you're overachieving today, by the way. Martini Steve, everyone.
Overachieving?
It's Martini Steve. Martini Steve. It's Martini Steve.
You know, American Idol is a very hot show, Anthony. 33 million Americans watched the debut, which was number one by far. I mean, the second place was like 14 million viewers. I don't even know what second place was. Whatever.
We're all sheep and we love trash.
So obviously we got to spend some time at the American Idol show and the audio. Steve just handed in to us, Anthony, for the show today, 24 tracks. Why don't we just play the show and take an hour off?
I know. Well, that's unfortunately. I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking to myself, as I'm watching it last night, I'll just pick out all the awful people, and I'll separate it into the singing and the comments. And I'm going through it, and as I'm doing it, I'm like, wow, there sure is a lot of audio here. Yeah. And and I'm trying to make it concise, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where the limit is, but I haven't figured out that balance yet of where exactly the right amount of audio. Because first it's too much, then it's too little. So I'm like, all right, here you go. Screw it.
Well,
everything.
None of our listeners are going to sit through 24
No,
tracks
they're not.
of American
But
Idol.
you have options now. You have options.
Yeah, but I didn't see the whole show. I just took a peek every once in a while.
Okay.
I saw that hot piece of ass from the middle of nowhere that just got up there and sang her you-know-what off.
She's going to go quite far.
The hot blonde that feeds cows, and all of a sudden she walks in and you're like, oh, this is going to be awful. And then she had a voice like an angel, Anthony.
Good voice. She had the look. She had that girl next door look.
And what an ass on her.
Yeah, not bad. So. And that's like the beginning. Because later on in the series, they always flash back to the people when they audition, and they look like wrecks because they don't have the professional stylists and everything. But after they slap her into shape, get her on a treadmill.
Yeah, they'll get her on that treadmill, and she'll start eating salads. And
have a hair and makeup person, and she'll go far.
They're gonna love her because she's kind of like a Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson type. So
you see what they're doing? They show clips of them, and they showed a clip of her on the farm.
Yeah,
and they put a little thing at the bottom that says "Home Movie." That's bull. They send camera crews to these people's hometowns and tape it, and then put something that says "Home Movie" on the bottom. They're trying to like bamboozle us, and it's not a home movie because everybody they've done that to goes to the next round. It's not like they're showing home movies of people that don't make it. And it's all, you can tell it's professionally shot.
Yeah. It's trickery.
They did it with the band, the guy that was the lead singer of his band.
Yeah.
That's leaving his band, and his band's all upset, man.
Well, it's like a heavy metal band, and this guy wants to be the next American Idol?
The rockers never pan out on American Idol.
Thank you.
Oh.
Bill needs coffee.
You got your coffee?
Thank you.
Where did Nathaniel go for food? He left at 4:30.
He's sitting in there, so I don't think he's getting food anytime soon.
I think they sent new guy.
Yeah, the guy with
new guy, Noah. Yeah.
Why is he wearing a suit?
Oh my God, he looks like a boss.
Yeah, it's.
All right, get him in here. Hold on.
He looks like Eric.
He's little Elo.
Steve.
Enlo. Or N.O. Did you get Jim's food yet?
We can't use 24 tracks, right?
No.
Can you cut out a few of them?
How about I just highlight the ones
that you like?
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right, good.
That's good.
Good. Thank you, Steve.
Okay.
Wow.
Dude.
Oh, my goodness gracious, my man. You know, I know you're trying to make a good impression.
What's your name again, bro?
Noah.
Oh, yeah, Noah.
Noah's read all the manuals, I think, on what to do in the workplace as an intern to better his... You know, to better his chances of moving forward in the business. And I guess one of those things said, wear a suit.
Well, I guess I'm trying to look more like Prince, like you said last time. So
Yeah?
I don't know.
But you're buttoning 2 buttons of the suit, which makes you look like you're on trial for child pornography. Nobody buttons 2 suit buttons.
That's true.
That's the
top
new
button.
That's the new way to button the suit.
Only
though.
kooks do that.
Yeah. Why the suit, really?
Why the suit?
You know, the rest of the interns are going to beat the crap out of you. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. I probably know that. Going for a look, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You figure that was a nice professional look for this environment?
You're going for a look.
Yeah.
Look around the room. There's no one in here that would care about a look.
Yeah, we to see someone walking around in a suit makes us a little nervous around here. You know, us on the show, we don't really like the suit guy thing. When they walk around, it just means we're in trouble or something.
Danny, break out the pillowcase. Break out the soap. Break out the pillowcase and get the bars of soap. Someone needs an attitude adjustment.
Yeah. Well, no, it's very good that he's thinking that way.
Really?
You know? It's professional.
It's making us all uncomfortable. When was the last time you saw a suit?
If you're interning at IBM or something, that's, you know.
My brother works for IBM, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, coincidentally.
Yeah. Got to get those fish fillets down to those boys at IBM.
Did they send you for my food?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
So what are you waiting for?
No, he's just being...
Food's on its way.
It's on its way?
Yes.
On its way. Oh, it's outside.
Yeah.
All right, well, chop.
Oh, I will.
I like this kid. He's got the look.
Thank you.
Very tussleable hair. Strapping young man.
Hey, wearing a suit. What kind of shoes is he wearing today?
Nathaniel, get in here. Nathaniel's really bothered
What
by
are
this.
they?
And
Are they
Danny, get in
loafers?
here.
No,
I want to see if these guys have learned anything from us.
Bruno Molly's?
Bruno Molly's.
You're wearing OJ murder shoes?
I kind of respect that.
Well, that's nice.
You know, the kid is, it's not just a suit. It's a really nice suit. Like you come from money or something.
Yeah, I think he does, because he was wearing a nice jacket the other day, a nice coat. He comes
I'm not going to say anything, but yeah.
Yeah, you come from, your parents have money, right?
They take care of me, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's Danny and Nathaniel that have been working really hard for us and barely get mic time because they don't come in here with suits on.
Yeah, if I just dressed like a freak, I'd be in here all the time.
Sweet.
Okay, so maybe I have a scheme. I don't know.
So what do you think of the new intern?
He looks wonderful for a high-class pimp.
What, Danny? What? Don't be a pussy.
Wow.
You think he's kissing a little too much ass, don't you? We don't really like interns that come in here and kiss ass. We hate that.
I think he's going about it the wrong way.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you guys are the suit.
No. Look at us.
You want to go far here? Dress like a tranny. That'll get you far.
Most of us have hooded sweatshirts on. That's our luck around here. Hooded sweatshirt and a Metallica t-shirt. Nice.
I get to try to stand out. I don't know.
I kind of like the suit, young man. I think it's a good look for you.
I appreciate it.
I think that's
I appreciate the
Like
compliment.
a young executive.
Yeah, young man on the go on the subway.
Yeah.
I'm going for it.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
What bit? Without getting into any details, if you don't want to, what industry, business is your father or mother or parents in that
Let's just put it
affords
this
you
way.
this lifestyle?
His father's getting married this weekend.
Oh, really?
To a supermodel.
Oh, okay. What business is your
my
father
dad's
in?
in truck business.
In the trucking business?
He owns a truck dealership.
Oh no.
Oh, a dealership.
Yeah.
Oh, a dealership. He's not
Out in
mafia.
Out in Philly.
Yep.
Out in Philly. Okay.
Truck dealership. So he does very well.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
And you still, I mean, is he supporting you?
Yep.
So he pays your bills and everything?
Pretty much.
That
I
must
don't
be
I don't
nice.
work besides this, so.
You can just do this and wear nice suits.
Man, these interns
Boy, man, these interns want to just chew you up. They want to shank you.
Can I punch him now, or should I wait until we leave the studio?
I think we should wait till we get outside.
Shank him in the exercise yard.
Please.
Wow.
Wow. That is kind of messed up.
It really is.
Nathaniel's here busting his ass trying to get a comedy career going, and he's got to dress like starring an episode of Hee Haw. And you come in here in this fine suit.
Fine suit.
Probably dad probably gave you a freak truck, didn't he?
No.
No?
Got a car, though.
He bought you a car, though,
Of
right?
course.
I got a
Did
car.
your father fit the bill for that suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of suit is it?
It's just an Italian suit.
It's an Italian suit.
I don't know the name of it. I don't know.
Why is our intern in a really expensive
Italian suit?
And Bruno,
Bruno Mali shoes.
Yeah.
Can Steve film a little bit of this so we can get the, can we
I think
get
we
this?
should.
Well, this is what.
Well, check the tag on his suit. Yeah, let's see the. Take a look at the.
It's some name I can't pronounce, so I don't know.
What, food delivery?
What is it?
Messagerie?
It's pronounced massagerie, I think.
Massagerie?
Yes.
Oh,
feigning ignorance.
It
sounds like.
For someone who couldn't pronounce it, he sure corrected dumbbell quickly, didn't he?
I don't know what the name is. It's Maserati, idiot. Low life, no class, jerk off.
So basically, if you weren't interning for us, you wouldn't hang out with any of us, right? You have a whole nother.
I wouldn't say that. I don't dress like this to school, so.
To school.
Yeah.
I would like to know what your school is like.
Well, I go to NYU.
Uh-huh.
So I wear jeans every day.
NYU.
Yeah.
Ooh, jeans.
Yeah.
That's nice, NYU.
What's your major in NYU?
Broadcast journalism.
Oh, you do? You want to get into radio?
Yep.
Okay.
Totally.
All right, that makes a little bit of sense. Do
Here
you want
comes
to be a program director or?
You're dressed the part.
Haven't thought about it.
You're dressed the part as the killjoy in the business.
I want to start calling him Mini Elo.
He looks exactly like little
I
Eric
know.
Logan.
You're little Elo. You're going to go far in this business.
You just got to grow your bangs a little longer. Make sure they're straight across your forehead.
Yeah.
Can you drink?
Can I drink?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, you're in.
Can you wake?
Awesome.
Can you wake up at 5 and just do a shot and then go to work?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Little Eric.
Definitely.
Mini Elo. All right. We're very bothered by you, to be honest. But
You're an odd little man.
You really are. These guys. I don't think you're going to be bonding with Danny anytime soon. Look at this. Danny wants to kill him.
We ought to see if he's really good. Can you plan a day of inane meetings?
Probably.
If you really fit the bill.
I probably can.
Leave the suit unbuttoned. The last person to button a suit like that was Ratso Rizzo.
I'll leave the suit unbuttoned.
Before he pissed all over it.
Just took a rest stop. Wasn't on the schedule.
I won't wear the velvet jacket again, I promise.
No?
No.
Well, we look forward to what you wear tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll all take the young guy out to a round of Cosmopolitans after the show.
All right. You Cosmos.
Delicious and pink.
All right.
Fabulous.
Thank you, Than. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. What's your name again?
Noah.
Noah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Even more
Thanks,
gayer
Noah.
than the last.
Even more gayer than the last.
Mini Elo.
Noah.
Know what someone said?
Oh, you nailed
I think it was Big Cav. He goes, safe to say that new Noah won't be banging any porn stars.
Jeez. All these little assumptions being made.
Oh, he's an odd little
He
fellow.
really is odd.
He seems pleasant enough.
He certainly does.
I don't know what his deal is.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I can't really figure that one out at all.
He's a young go-getter. That's
It's a-
what they call that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Wears a 3-piece suit to intern the Opie and Anthony show.
Not just a 3-piece suit. It's like a really expensive suit.
Yes, it is.
I love that he corrected you when he pretended he didn't know the name of it.
Right.
He's embarrassed by the fact that he's well-to-do.
Yeah, probably.
And he
All
shouldn't
right.
be.
Oh, I love the fact that I go to my websites on this computer and they just start scrolling through each other. This computer has been broken since we started here. Just a little tidbit, that's all. Just
All right.
Another little thing to bitch about.
We're going to take a quick break. It's Jim Norton and his talking doll, and we'll continue.
Hey kids, just in time for Christmas, it's the Jim Norton talking doll.
Die!
You know him from the Opie and Anthony show, and you've probably seen him receiving yellow discipline in cheap motels.
Shut up, stupid!
Now you can bring him home. Just squeeze his mule and let the sparks fly.
Don't try to make a poignant statement, you ass!
Made entirely of recycled rubbers and stuffed with nails and broken glass, the talking Jim Norton doll is fun for everyone in the family, even Mom.
Just keep filleting your husband until he pays the bills.
Oh, that Jim. What will he say next?
You talk like Foghorn Leghorn. Shut up.
It's an educational toy, too. Who better to learn about the birds and the bees than from Uncle Jim?
It's not rape if they blink twice for yes.
Comes complete with martini glass, shaker, and vial of urine. Some assembly required.
Shut your yap.
New from Stinko. It's the Jim Norton talking doll.
You stink.
Available where Megan's Law doesn't apply.
This is Bernie Getz.
Man, you better give me a 20 or something.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
And Anthony Show. XM 202.
Oh, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it open the make. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Hey, we're back with the Opie and Anthony program.
Jimmy's relentless, man.
It is the One virus. Because slowly but surely you get infected. A lot of you are listening for the first time. You just might not get this show today. We understand that.
No.
But give it a few days. All of a sudden you're going to find yourself tuning in 202, a little bit here, a little bit there. Next thing you know, you're going to forget about all the other channels on XM satellite radio. Oh. Even though there's some great channels to check out.
Sure.
We'll get you. We'll get you. Anthony and I were discussing during the commercial. We should call it the commercial because it's not a commercial break anymore.
You know, people still bitch about it. People still bitch. The goddamn message board people. Some of them still bitch about one commercial that we can blow our friggin' noses or something. And you know, I don't pay for this to hear commercials. Shut up, jackass.
We have to do something. So why not, let the company make a little extra money?
Makes me want to put a little frowny face after my post.
Well, the reality is we do have to take a break, and the comedy breaks weren't working at all.
Yeah, we got rid of those.
So they're selling a little advertising. It's not going to get out of hand like it was in the old days. I mean, we were up to something like 20 minutes an hour of commercials back at the old joint. This is one commercial. That's why we have to eat on the air.
Yeah.
I couldn't even take a leak because I was mesmerized by the intern in his new three-piece suit. And Anthony and I were talking how early do you have to get up in the morning to put on a three-piece suit?
Ooh, to put on a suit. It's like, I know it takes me forever just to get dressed in the winter. You got to put everything on, all the stupid layers. I'm all tired. Well, it takes forever.
Well, people got some opinions about the new intern already. Jim from Massachusetts. Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I smell something, and it's not an intern's breath. That new guy, he's a mole. He's an XM plant sent there to keep an eye on little Jimmy.
Nah, even XM wouldn't be dumb enough to make him dress like that and come in here.
Yeah, if they were going to have a plant in here, it would be, I don't know, somebody that would fit in.
Yeah.
Not stand out like a sore thumb.
Like Fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He'd be
it'd
the perfect
obvious,
plant.
and then you're not as conspicuous. I don't know, I'm punching out. I just wanted to let that one in, guys. You guys rock.
Well, are you searching for the terrorists up there in Massachusetts?
I just could be me and Tom Menino. We're actually going to powwow about you and then go after the terrorists.
Yeah, we got to get the audio of the mayor of Boston talking about the terrorist alert up there.
Tom Menino, we've got information that there's a dirty bomb. A dirty bomb. Shut up, you mumble-mouthed, fat-tongued mongoloid. It's jackass. A dirty bomb. The police and fire department have been notified that there is a chance that a dirty bomb. Ugh. I was listening to him mumble on the news last night.
Can we get the audio of him? Because
we're looking for 4 zipper heads with a dirty bomb.
Ben's like, you know what? When they find these 4 Asian people, I guess.
That's 4 different people. I thought it was the same guy 4 times. They're never going to find them.
What's the delivery system for the dirty bomb? A bike with a basket on the front?
Yeah, that guy in the middle drew my picture on Broadway. It's the same person.
The front page of the Post wanted FBI hunts dirty bomb terrorists up there in Boston. It's 4 Chinese nationals described as possible terrorist suspects who passed through New York are being hunted in connection with a potential dirty bomb attack in Boston, the FBI said yesterday. The Boston Herald reported that the Chinese were involved with 2 Iraqis, but Boston Mayor Thomas Menino said he had no information about that.
I have no information about anything. Why don't they just call up Ben? Well, I'm sure he knows everything about the situation.
I know Ben's hard at work in the office. That's what he does these days. But he has to come in here because he was losing his mind. We got in, and he's like, you hear what's going on in Boston? You know, when they find these 4, they're going to kill him.
His friends have already been calling him. His friends have already called up Ben, and the little gossip circle is going already. And Ben, he knows everything, so he probably knows where these people are. Don't.
What do you think the dirty bomb is going to be? It's going to be an M80 wrapped up in Ben's underwear.
Yeah, but he's already gossiping back there in the office about this. So.
Oh, he's gossiping, wondering how the Pats fit into this whole thing.
Dude, Brady was doing coke with one of those guys, and then Psycho Tim came, and there was 2 Iraqis with him. And
yeah, but...
these guys better not show up in Saudi.
It's going to be funny if Ben's in Boston, and then they can pull down his trousers because they think he's smuggling a dirty bomb in the front of his jeans. That couldn't be real, son.
The bomb, the Iraqis, and all the Asians.
Ben, what's going on with the dirty bomb?
We're going to kill him. Those 4 gooks, you know, they're dead. I already got friends up in Boston. Like, I hope we find them before the cops do.
They've already called you?
Yeah. Now that friend's up all night hunting for them. You know, they're all drunk. I'm like, guys, come on. They're still up.
Ben's drunk friends are hunting the Asians.
Psycho Tim is leading the search for the 4 dinks.
Boston is so self-sufficient.
Oh, it's hilarious.
They don't need anything. Like, they're already hunting for him. Don't send any FBI. No one from Washington. We got it covered up here.
I can't even listen to Ben anymore because Jim does such a great job with the impression that it is so funny when he comes in here now. You've nailed it.
It's hysterical.
The one thing you need to do is how he claps his hands as he does his gossip too.
Don't.
Maybe that's why I'm going nowhere in show business. My 2 best impressions are Steve C. and Ben Sparks. Maybe I should work on Nicholson or Iggy from Taxi.
Oh, my God. He is priceless. Dude, they're already hunting for him.
Oh, and they're all drunk hunting for him.
Oh, of course they are.
Well, I mean, 4 Chinese people are going to stick out like a sore thumb in Boston, especially in the metropolitan area.
That's true if they stay out of their area. Where is the Asian area?
Oh, my God. They're so segregated that Chinatown in Boston.
Oh, right, Chinatown.
It's behind that brand new Ritz-Carlton there.
Yeah.
It is literally like 2 blocks by 2 blocks now.
The postage stamp.
They're pretty much pushing them out.
Yeah. Isn't it by, what, where is it? By the north end, or?
No. You know the Ritz-Carlton there, the new one?
Yeah, I'm not sure where that is.
BCN
Remember, Opie, I drove a lot in Boston, so I have no clue where anything is with your stupid wagon wheel roads. Ugh.
Yeah, well, going backwards a little bit, Anthony. You know, we have the new intern, Noah, in his 3-piece suit, his expensive 3-piece suit, and his expensive shoes, and NYU student.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, man, I didn't have a 3-piece suit growing up. I had nothing.
Hope he's got an open window in his dorm.
I had absolutely
there at NYU. Nothing. He's on a high floor. Love to see him sprawled out in that suit on the sidewalk.
Well, Danny walked in.
Daddy's disappointment leaking into the gutter.
Danny and, wow. Wow.
They said my mousy voice will never sell advertising.
Geronimo.
So Danny and Nathaniel walked in, and they have audio of them welcoming the new intern aboard here to the Opie and Anthony program. So let's go to the audio.
Do it! Do it!
Danny really hits him here.
Remember, it's just a bad dream, fat boy.
Where's the owl? I love the owl. Thinking of that jelly donut in his footlocker. How delicious it is.
And now we have audio of Noah. Noah, you all right?
Oh, look at this. I like the fact I don't have to ask young Tony Perkins for my change.
There he is. New intern getting a lot of attention while the other guys just work their balls off behind the scenes. They're just loving this.
We should change our names, actually.
Yeah.
From now on, it's not Danny and Nathaniel. It's Intern 1 and Intern 2.
No. Featuring our new intern, Noah.
Featuring Noah and his snazzy attire.
I like that I actually got change back from my money that I gave Noah.
I like that, too.
It's a rare thing that happens.
Noah and...
Look at that. Than is like throwing his hands up in the air. What? I don't know how many cab rides I've paid for.
Danny and Nathaniel are now the backup singers to Noah.
They sure are.
Backup singers.
I like the fact this kid's out here hustling, and number 1 and number 2 are just kind of standing in there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the dirty bomb, Anthony.
Dirty bomb.
Yeah, so Thomas Menino is on top of the situation up there in Boston, so we're all safe.
This is ridiculous, and it just goes to show you I don't know what I'm talking about, because yesterday I was saying, boy, you notice there's no terrorist threats or anything happening in the news, and then this whole thing happens, but this is crap. This is another false alarm. It turns out it was some guy in Mexico that said, look, I was paid to smuggle 2 Iraqis and 4 Asians across the Mexican border. They said that some materials are going to be crossing the border, too, a little later on. It's going to go through New York and up into Boston. Now, if you're a terrorist and you're transporting a dirty bomb, why would you take it through the pinnacle of the free world, New York, the biggest, city in the country? And why would you then take it through there to go to Boston?
And no offense to the rest of the country, we're paying a little more attention to this type of thing than everyone else because of what happened to us.
Yeah. If you get it into New York, you blow it up in New York is what you do. You don't take it to Boston. And then where are the Iraqis? He's got the 4 pictures of these Asians. Here's what happened. This guy smuggled these 4 Asian guys across the Mexican border. They stiffed him, and he's pissed. So he calls up and says, these terrorists crossed the border. I got info, I got their pictures, go get them. Because now he's pissed off that they stiffed the guy. That's all that... Who ever heard of Chinese terrorists? It doesn't happen.
No, they're terrorists.
It doesn't happen. Terrorists. And women, too? There's like
I don't
women
know.
in
That's
there?
what I was going to say. I couldn't tell if they were women or men.
No.
And that's not even a joke. They got the 4 pictures on the cover of the New York Post, and you can't tell.
They're bound for restaurant delivery and a Yankee cranky shop. That's where they're ending up, not in Boston with a dirty bomb.
There's another story about Chinese or Asian delivery guys, or at least one in particular, that got the crap beat out of him because one of these apartments, I don't know exactly where in New York, he was delivering the menus. And they kept telling this guy, stop with the menu, stop.
You don't understand?
It's a major hassle if it really is a major hassle.
It's annoying.
All right, we should call it an annoyance.
How many little pieces of paper slid under your door?
Yeah, it's
from restaurants.
I catch them doing it.
Menus. I mean, yeah, you go up to your apartment door and there's just menus all over the place, and they just keep coming and coming and coming and coming. And one building had enough, and they just beat the crap out of the guy. Because I guess they told him a few times, stop with the menus, but I don't even think the kid knew English. And then one, like the other day, they beat him up. And then, like, the super or somebody got involved, they held him down and just beating the crap out of him.
The super, too?
Something like that. We got to get this, we try to keep the details pretty accurate here, so we'll get the story, but yeah.
And there's a gang going around New York. I heard on Wednesday this morning that there's a gang roving around with baseball bats that are just beating up Asian delivery guys.
No, really?
Riding around, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Are they dressed like the Yankees with Kiss makeup on? The Furies.
The Furies, very good.
Wow.
Just beat them with bats.
Very good.
Sorry about that, 4 Asians.
I hear your wonton soup didn't make it to your destination. Sorry about that.
Valerie, what was her name? Valerie von Valkenburg or something from Too Close for Comfort? Wasn't she in Too Close for Comfort?
I think she was in Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
No, she was in a sitcom, too.
Was she?
I might have been Too Close for Comfort. I could be wrong, yeah. Dirty feet.
All right, let's go to the phones here. Ron the trucker wants in. Hey, Ron, what's up?
Hey, how you doing this morning, fellas?
Pretty good, Ron. Pretty good.
Hey, what the fuck is with this new intern? He's got a fucking audience of truck drivers and jack-offs. He's in there with a fucking suit. You guys need to tear him up. Send his ass back to Philly with his daddy.
Yeah, it's a little weird. We're not going to lie to you. It's a little strange.
But he is working. He's not just sitting here.
No.
He's very efficient. He got Jimmy's order down perfectly. And Jimmy has a very complicated order every morning. The food he needs, the water, the cereal. I mean, it's a mess.
He needs utensils. Like, most people don't need utensils in this place. You get something, you open up the foil and shove it in your mouth. But Jimmy's like, you got a knife.
Yeah, he needs all sorts of things, and the guy got the order right perfectly, right?
Yeah, all I need now is new sinuses and a little self-esteem. Noah could whip those up for me.
I think Nathaniel, it took him about 6 to 8 times before he got your order right.
He doesn't care about my order. I come back to bagels on the floor.
Right. He steps on it.
Mealy apple.
I bet you this kid brings me an apple that I can throw through a brick wall. I bet you this kid brings me an apple that's so crisp I lose a tooth biting it. Thanks to Nathaniel, who just takes applesauce and wraps it in red paper and hands it to me. It's like a prostate. How am I supposed to enjoy that every morning?
Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to like the new intern. Starting to like him.
He's a go-getter.
He's a go-getter.
That's what they call it.
He pays attention to detail.
He's meticulous.
Meticulous.
He's a meticulous boy.
Very meticulous.
What a kid.
All right, let's go to Pete. Pete.
Morning, shit dick.
Good morning.
We haven't played that in a while. Maybe we'll throw that on going into
that
break. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys are going to go visit John's Hog Beauty Salon before you guys go to Washington on Monday.
John's Hog. It's John Sahog. I haven't been there in a while.
Bunch it out, fellas.
No, I won't be going to John's Hog. That's where I go to get my head done.
Yeah, we should all go to Washington in 3-piece suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
We'll attend all our stupid meetings in suits.
Jim in Staten Island.
like them.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
What's good? I just want to let you know that I was online with Bernie Getz last night.
You were?
Yeah, I am the Bernie Pie, and I told him he had a great music selection last week.
And what did he say to you?
He was saying okay. He wasn't really responding, and at the end I said, I just want to say hello. I wish you a great upcoming Black History Month. Punch it out, guys.
All right. Yeah, what is it? BerniePie@AOL.com if you want to talk to the Subway Vigilante.
Subway Vigilante, Bernie Getz.
Will he be coming in here soon again?
You know what pisses me off? Sometimes you think you're chatting with him, and it's his squirrel. You know? That's annoying. I typed in a few things, and it just said, stop! Stop! It was screeching stop.
All right. Man beaten by building super and a resident after putting restaurant leaflets in their Harlem complex, Anthony.
Harlem?
Yeah, it happened in Harlem.
Beating up an Asian guy?
Chen Zhenping.
Hi. Chen Zhenping.
Wanted to deliver menus to the stately Harlem Co-op. Nayam Shala told him to get lost. By the time it was over, Ping, 23, a Chinese immigrant, had been beaten, and Shala, the building superintendent, and another man, a psychiatrist who lives in the building.
Really? It's kind of upper crusty place.
Were under arrest for felony assault.
Good.
The Monday afternoon confrontation at a Harlem apartment building crystallized the tensions that often exist between buildings opposed to advertising and restaurants whose profitability depends on a healthy takeout business. Yeah, they're out of control with these menus. And
yeah, but you know something? If you're ordering from the place, you can't fault them for leaving the menus.
Yeah. Well, they usually just leave it in the bag of food that you buy.
Yeah, but here's what they do. If you're in an apartment building, in your apartment, they deliver to that apartment, then they slip the menus under the doors of the whole floor that they're delivering to.
Right.
So people that never deliver get these menus slid under their doors, too.
These guys have awful lives, man. It's like,
I know.
A Chinese guy who's delivering food has a great life. He's making no money. He's probably sharing a room with 6 people. Leave him alone.
Highlight was the boat ride in the shipping container over. The highlight of his life, and now you're beating him up for menus.
The only good thing is if he wants to do comedy, he can just show up at Gotham with 4 friends and they'll throw him right on.
He's bitter about that one.
Oh, a fire in the entrance. Piled up at the door.
It's getting uglier. On the instant feedback, Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station wants to, call Noah and the other interns.
Yeah.
Lovely Noah and the internets.
Internets. Very cute.
I'm almost tempted to have something drafted that says the interns have to wear suits.
Do
the rest of the guys
they
own suits?
Probably don't even own a suit.
Well, I think they do. Everyone has to go to a funeral or a wedding or an occasional...
The wedding suit.
Whatever, yeah. And That may be a fine little directive that the interns come in suits to show a little respect for the Opie and Anthony radio program.
You know,
respect.
Freak Show on the phones here, he has a good idea. He wants all the interns to dress like pimps one day. We should have Pimp Day on the program.
What, are we going to have thematic dress day?
For the interns.
Hell, is this junior high?
I know.
Hey, it's hippie day.
Right.
It's all dressed like hippies.
Mike, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hi, Mike.
I've been a long-time listener, and you should keep that little fag intern, because he's probably going to be funnier than Jim Norton. I think Jim Norton sucks.
Oh, do you really, sir?
Yeah, he's annoying. He's not funny at all. Where'd you find him, anyway?
Sir, it's not he, it's me. I'm talking to you, you ass.
Well, like I said, you're annoying, so who listens to you?
It's
okay,
the
well, I
wrong
hope
day for this.
I actually, if I'm spoiling the Opie and Anthony program for you, you don't know how happy that makes me. I hope the last thing you hear before you drunk drive into a wall is my stupid voice. Too bad I'm not listening to Opie and Anthony. I'm hearing Norton. Bam.
Hey,
your life is over.
You annoying fuck.
What's that, sir? Oh, I hung up. Typical little faggot. Call in, say a few things. You got nothing, you hang up. Call back, faggot. You can talk again.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to
nothing. He was going nowhere.
Let's say hi to Minnesota.
You're
Doug.
annoying.
Doug, what's up?
Hey, you know,
I was the owner of the Gotham, by the way.
Arab, how are you? You know, I don't know what they're all upset about a three-piece suit. You know, I drive a gasoline tanker, and I often come to work in a nice silk blouse and a kilt.
Kilt?
All right, crash me.
Wow.
Yeah. That was awful.
You know who that guy who called up was, guaranteed? He's one of those guys whose girlfriend IMs me on the computer.
Right.
And I probably hooked up with her at a gig. I probably took her in a parking lot. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And I probably sat down with her, and she told me how bored she is at home, and she went, blah, 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 blah. And I filled her up, and she left. And now you got to kiss her, stupid. Right on the mouth. Can I kiss you on the mouth?
What is... It tastes a little weird today, your kisses.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Are you eating flavorless yogurt? Oh,
this is going to be an ugly show. I can just feel it.
I swear to God, I hope he is paralyzed, falling down steps.
Let's go to Utah, okay, and say hi to Josh. Josh, help us out here.
Hello?
Oh my.
Hello?
Josh,
Yes,
let's
Josh.
go.
Morning, Arne.
Morning.
Morning, my little beak up.
Attaboy, Josh. Thanks a lot. That's right. I needed a little pick-me-up.
Hey, I just wanted to make a song request in honor of Inauguration Day and the two little terrorists I just saw pulling into the post office here in Salt Lake.
Ah.
Okay.
I wanted to hear Towel's Not a Hat.
Oh, we haven't played Towel's Not a Hat in a while, Anthony.
Towel's Not a Hat.
We kind of like this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll play that for you, Josh.
All right, thanks, boys.
All right, bye.
The great state of Utah, home of Belladonna. She's Mormon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here's a little taste of A Towel's Not a Hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to leave a big fuck you to the fucking idiotic interns that answer the fucking phones, man. You guys are fucking assholes. Sit there and somebody's talking about something and oh, it's not an issue and hang up. You fucking faggots need to get a real job and stop being O&A's little bitches getting their coffee and shit. Go get a real job and work like real fucking men, faggot.
Cal Robertson, you fucking pussy. Get your lazy ass up and get to work. Fuck you.
Yeah, this is a great big fuck you to John and Jeff. You son of a bitches answers a goddamn phone so I can get my goddamn Ben Hershey Jerky Gravy Leg motherfucker punch out into you. Answer the fucking phone, you cocksuckers.
Yeah, I want to send a big F-U out to Platt. You get all pissed off, call me a fucking cockblocker because you spend 3 hours hitting on some chick and can't get anywhere. You fucking inbred Missouri fuck. Who was that bitch anyway? Your fucking sister? Fuck you, pussy.
I don't care. Fuck you.
Yeah, I want to leave a big F-U to Steve or whoever the fuck goes through these damn things and puts them together. Steve, put some fucking women on there. I know you got some fucking bitches calling up saying fuck you. I'm getting tired of listening to these old grab-ass fuckers like me calling in and bitching all the time. I know these fucking women bitch. Hell, they bitch more than we do. And fuck you to whoever made this piece of shit phone I'm talking on.
Fuck you, Mini-Me. I hope someone detaches your head from your bloated little disgusting body and puts it in a fucking blender. Fuck you.
I want to send a big fuck you to all you goddamn smokers. I get tired of walking in a restaurant to eat a meal and have to smell your stinking cigarette smoke. Hope all you fuckers die of lung cancer and a painful death. Fuck you, smokers.
This is an F-U, Lady Di. Early in the morning, sounds like your great-grandmother screeching in your ear. Knock it off.
Fuck everybody.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 1-866-FU line 1. 1-866-FU line 1. Well, fuck you very much. XM 202.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, let's go to Artie in Jersey. What's going on, Artie?
Hey, what's up?
You tell us. Artie, what is wrong with the phones today?
People
are you guys
slow.
asleep today?
A little slow.
Huh?
Are you guys asleep today on the phones?
No, I'm awake.
Okay,
well, why
what's
aren't
up?
you
Well,
talking?
this is literally the fifth or sixth phone call we've taken. I mean, we love talking to the listeners and allowing you guys to participate, but, man, you guys are real slow today on the phones. Let's go.
I'm ready to go.
Then go. We've wasted 30 seconds already. You haven't said anything.
I just want to ask Jimmy, how come he's got to audition? He's so good. Why do you have to do 5 or 10 minutes in a regular comedy club to go on the Tonight Show?
Oh, this guy's informed about how things work.
Yeah, Tonight Show. I mean, look, if you got Seinfeld credibility, they'll just put you on. But the fact is, they're very cool with the material, but they have to see it first because everybody's so frightened of the FCC, and yeah, you have to be careful. And you also have to make sure, because networks have standards and practices, so they want to make sure that you're not going to say anything disgusting, and also that the material will work on the show. It's actually a process that's fine. You know, if you're Chris Rock or Chappelle, you know, whatever, you don't have to do that. But on my level, you do.
Why don't you just go down to the Tonight Show offices, give the woman the tape, and just sit and wait? Wait for Jay to come out, because maybe you spoke to him, maybe you spoke to him in a limo.
I made Jay laugh one time, though, because I said, here's my pride and joy, and I gave him a little card. And I had a picture of pride and joy on it, you know.
I'll wait.
All right,
thanks, guys.
All right, buddy.
Out.
Thanks for the compliment. That was very
stealing
nice.
cork?
Dude, De Niro in that movie captured awkwardness and uncomfortability.
It was so good.
Why didn't
King
I
of
say that
comedy.
when I met him? This is De Niro, I'm a comedian. That was the greatest capture of a comic psychosis I've ever seen. Why didn't I say that instead of tapping his arm? Bob?
You called him Bob.
Oh, I figured he's so famous he'd think he knew me.
Right.
Like he
I
meets
must
so
have
many
met
people.
him somewhere.
Yeah.
He's calling me Bob.
He knew that Bob was short for Robert. They must be related.
This idiot's calling me Bob. Whizzy.
My little Girl Scout fingers tapping a man's arm. Tap, 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 tap. Bob? I can't talk right now. I'm going to Gotham.
You are so miserable
I
today.
know. I feel bad for Jimmy today.
I know. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Want to talk about American Idol, Anthony? Let's get that audio.
Big
show. We'll just figure it out. Yeah, there's just a lot of people checking out this show. I don't know. It's kind of fun, but I'm not gonna.
I like it.
I'm not gonna make it to the end of this show to find
No?
out who went. No way.
I like the show.
I'm taking a peek because, a lot of our listeners are watching this thing, so then
Yeah.
maybe we could goof on it a bit. But I don't know. When it starts getting into the serious competition, it's a bore fest to me.
Some of the shows blow when they do those theme shows where it's, all Broadway tunes. Ugh. I'm out in Z. I kind of like the preliminaries, and then when they finish it up at the end, you got to watch, see who won.
Right.
See who's getting booted.
Steve, you left an eighth of an inch of hair under your neck.
Did I?
Oh, I thought you did it on purpose.
Oh, it's a mistake?
Oh, I thought
You never know it's Steve.
No, it's not a mistake.
You think
What are you
so?
talking about?
This thing,
Right there.
this new thing you
under
got.
your neck, there is a piece.
Every day Steve comes
probably.
in with a new
Yeah,
look.
that was an error. That was a mistake.
We have a bunch of neurotic freaks around here.
Oh, of course.
And I know I'm neurotic as hell. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else around here, but Steve changes his look every morning. He has something different going on. And then we got an intern that's walking around in like a $2,000 freaking three-piece suit.
That's a little odd, though. I mean,
I colored you purposely kept just a tiny little bit of hair.
Yes, you did.
Dude, you know it's there.
No,
Stop.
I'm trying to do the goatee again, but I mean...
No, this thing.
I'll have to look in the mirror.
Oh, my God. Don't even make believe that you missed a spot.
Boyish and young that face
Dude,
was.
yeah, exactly.
So
I've got
sweet.
a freaking baby Huey face. I don't
No,
like
you
it
have
when
a sweet face.
You left this little thing down here. Where did you get that idea from?
Yeah.
Little thing.
It's a little tuft.
It's a.
Oh, you know what? I didn't want to
Hitler
get rid of.
mustache.
I didn't want to get rid of the whole stripe. I wanted like the outline of the stripe to be there, so I left a little bit of it, and I probably left a little
See,
bit
man,
of schmutz.
he studies his face in the mirror and thinks,
yeah,
what can I do to it next?
Yeah.
You really are. You're one step away from body modification. You're an odd guy.
But I'm covered in tattoos. I'm one step away from body modification.
I don't mean that type of stuff. I'm talking. Your tattoos are one thing, but I mean like where they actually will cut themselves open and pierce in a weird way.
Nah, I'm not into that. I mean, I'll admit I fucking hate myself. But, and I change myself, quite frankly.
Anthony and I hang out with a bunch of people that hate themselves.
Yeah.
I guess we should tell our listeners that. I forgot about that one.
Self-loathing mess, and that's where all this modification of appearance comes from. But
Anthony, remember the old days? It was just you and I. We didn't have to deal with all this.
And we were the nuttiest people.
Yeah, it was
that
just
we
me
knew.
and you.
Yeah.
Slammed the door. We did our little radio show. Now we got all these neurotic freaks that are worse than us around here.
A collection of zilches you've surrounded yourself with. Not a winner in the bunch.
It used to be just Ant and I. We've been doing this for
Bunch of losers.
We've been doing this for 10 years. It was just you and I, buddy. Me and you would produce the show. We would edit our bit. We would do everything ourselves. Yep. Now we got. I can't even count how many people around here working on the show now.
I remember taking home production pieces to my home computer and putting together stuff for the show.
Yeah.
I had little clips of the announcer going, Opie and Anthony, Opie, Anthony. And I'd take movie clips and put them together and come in the next day with tapes, and we'd put them on cart and use them. That's how it was, just me and Opie. Commercials that you heard on our show, we recorded them in the studio.
We
did commercials for car dealerships.
We did everything.
Porn shops and head shops up in Boston. And, yeah, it did everything. But now, look at our staff, Opie. Look at what 10 years in the business has gotten us.
Look at this guy.
Our staff of self-hating kooks.
We added Jim Norton, who any day could throw himself out a window.
Yeah, we don't know.
No joke. I mean, it could happen any day.
Any day.
This really is a collection of atrocities.
The best way to feel better about yourself, though, is surround yourself with people that feel worse about themselves than you do.
That is kind of a good point. And I wouldn't mind it as much if you weren't wearing a long-sleeve shirt that didn't come past your belt.
Yeah.
That really
Self-hating
bothers me.
Steve with his magnadoodle face.
Steve's like, I hate myself so much, I dry my shirts for 4 hours.
It is just getting stranger and stranger around here, man.
It really is. Oh, God.
You got Ben in the office. He's just herking and jerking.
Ben's lonely talking to himself.
As we do a radio show, I mean, I can see his little head way over there, and it's just moving back and forth.
Of course it is.
That stupid Jack Torrance hairdo he has. He's trying to type, but his fingers keep moving. So he's like, dear flar. So I gotta go back.
He moves like the woman walking out of the TV set in The Ring.
Wow.
He just has that.
Except he sweats more.
Just
his hair's wetter.
Yeah. I almost said he sweats less, and that would have been silly.
Oh my
Just a
God!
mess.
It's just a mess of characters, but we love them.
But they're
All right,
ours.
Steve, what is going on here? Now I can't figure out where you want me to go with this.
Well, you said go and highlight a bunch, so I highlighted a bunch of the choice ones.
All right, we just want to play just a few clips from American Idol. But the problem is, I mean, if we're going to play like Joe, we got to play all of Joe, no?
Right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just didn't. Eric came in and actually told me that, but by the time I actually picked up the highlighter to start marking things, he said, "Quick, get in there with the list." All right.
Oh, so you want to re-highlight?
It's like takes two things. Just I'll highlight the entire segment of the person that you want to do.
Okay, re-highlight.
All right, you re-highlight, and we'll just stall here.
Yeah, re-highlight that.
Re-highlight, and we'll play some American
highlight again.
Idol audio. Tony from Reno.
Hey.
Wow, is there a delay on the phone?
What's wrong with Norton today, man? It sounds like he had a bad delay last night.
No, well, yeah, kind of. I get to these places, man, where I don't sleep. I've been sleeping for 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day, and, just behaving like
you sure it's not chemical abuse, Norton?
No, I don't do any chemicals at all. No, I'm completely sober since February of 87.
I kind of thought maybe there was a chemical problem there when you started going off on California. California loves this show very much. But
when did I go off on California?
Ugly.
When did I go off on California?
Listen to your tape. In fact, Opie even said, hey, you don't want to take on California.
Wow, did I?
What?
Did I make fun of L.A.? Did I trash L.A. for show business?
No, actually, you said there's no funny people coming out of here. Did you ever try the comedy shop down in Hollywood?
No, there's no such place
down there.
Sir, there's no such place as the comedy shop. Dude, wait, I'll explain. Oh my God, you have the timing of a stroke on Christmas Eve. What I'm saying is this. Not that there's no funny people in L.A. Most of the funny guys who are in L.A. come from other places. Because L.A.
So they go
I hope you drop dead.
Trying to be funny.
No, they go there because that is the epicenter of show business. But the fact is...
But then there's nothing going on that's good down there that you're saying. I mean, when you said you wanted to take on California, I may be not the greatest representative on the planet, but man, you sure aren't the greatest representative.
You know, sir, I hope you honeymoon in Indonesia. I'm trying to explain to you.
I hope you turned up fat and bloated too, but you're already there.
Oh, you're very sharp. Are you called to defend California? Are you a wannabe in show business, dude? Is that your problem?
No, not at all. I'm just an average Joe Blow.
You're an average Joe? What kind of an ass says that?
Bring on Boss.
You're an average Joe, are you? Is that what you are? Just a regular fella? Exactly.
And
hang up again.
Up.
Another faggot coward. Why are the listeners, if you're going to call up and say, why do you hang up? God almighty, I hate that, man. We give you airtime. You can say what you want.
Because their already limited tank runs out of gas real quick.
Yammering idiot.
How come when Jimmy is having a little bit of a down day, these people have to call up and rag him?
Because they think they're going to win. None of you are going to win.
Well, Anthony, because I'm a troublemaker.
Is that it?
Put them all through. Let them all come through.
I like this.
Was that a setup?
Well, no, it's not a setup, but I see what's going on the phones. I figure
Good, let them call.
Let's rile up Jimmy today
Let them call. I hope you cancel your XM subscription.
Wow, you don't want that to happen.
I don't care. Let them. Let him.
Hey, Jimmy.
That's a little harsh.
All right, then pass it on to someone. Keep paying the bill, but pass it on to someone. Let me amend that.
All right, American Idol, Anthony.
Yes. I watched it last night. I liked what did it start out with, those 3 blonde chicks?
Oh, the triplets?
Did you see that?
You know what? I did not.
3 blonde chicks come up. They're triplets. And they're dressed in their party dresses, whatever the hell they were wearing. And Simon just tells them right out, you're all overweight. And they're like, oh, well, we know. Kind of acknowledged it, trying to diffuse it. But you could tell they were pretty embarrassed. I don't understand, though, why when, you get, 3 white chicks come out, and they're overweight, and Simon jumps on them, says something about it. But then if, a black chick comes out, and she's really big, they don't say anything about her weight. Like it's kind of an Aretha thing, Like, that's fine because Aretha's fat.
No, it's because Simon, Jim brought it up yesterday, he's a wimp when it comes down to it.
Yeah?
He really is. He goes after the easy targets.
Yeah.
You know, most of them are easy targets, obviously, but, yeah, why isn't he telling the big fat black chick she's fat?
How about Ruben Stoddard? He's not exactly svelte.
Yeah, exactly. He made it all the way through and actually won.
Yeah.
So I don't think...
See, Anthony likes Simon. I hate the guy.
I've hated him since day one.
I hate the guy.
I just like it because he's blatantly honest with these people.
Yeah, but he's also predictable.
But it's predictability. Like, if someone sucks and comes up and stinks, sometimes you'll have, what's his name there, Randy, say, oh, well, I'm kind of on the fence, and you know it's a no.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's a no. And then they go to Simon, and he just goes, no, absolutely not.
But I think he plays his role because everyone is expecting him to just hate everybody.
Well, but he doesn't.
And then
he
he's
tells people that they're very good, that they're very good.
And then he's over the top at times where you're like, all right, relax, calm down.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not buying it is what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah, I think, you know, he was a very honest, guy when this whole thing started, but now with all the, the press, and he goes on Regis, and everyone's like, oh, Simon,
Well, yeah.
Now he's really playing up to what he has become, in my opinion.
I just see it as it is. If someone walks up there and they stink on ice, he just says, no, you're awful. You have no business pursuing music.
Yeah.
It's blatantly honest.
I don't mind that. It's just, like, but again, he'll attack certain people, not the other. He'll attack differently. That's what irritates me. Soft targets.
All right. I guess we got some audio of Justin. Justin Smith, Anthony.
Which one was he? Justin.
Well, Steve wrote, very gay.
Oh, really?
So, I don't know.
A lot of the guys come just sauntering into that audition hall, and you could just, before they say a word, you're like, oh, boy. Here he is. Oh, boy. And then they're like, hi. Hi, Simon. I hope you like me. Oh.
All right, let's take a listen to Justin.
Well, I found a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I haven't lost 1 minute to see. I was worrying about things might have been. A big wheel keep on turning, primary keep on burning. And we rolling on the river. And we rolling on the river.
All right, Justin. What is it with this song?
Yeah, a lot of people were doing that.
Hearing that, I really want Ike Turner to rape him on a console.
A lot of people were doing it to the Rolling on the River, and they were just awful.
Here's a little more.
Something about Mary.
There's something about Mary. I don't know.
I don't know. I just love to dance, and I just picked the song that came to mind.
Everyone keeps choosing that bloody song.
Okay, last a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day.
Never lost a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Ike Turner should punch you in the face.
Never did I lose 1 minute of sleep, because I was worried about the way things might have been. Big
Beat
wheels
you with
keep on
Tina.
turning, primary keep on burning, and we're rolling on the river.
Rolling on the river.
Rolling on the river.
And she's rolling on the river.
I don't like music anymore.
Wow. Hey, that's fun.
Wow. You're just kind of sitting there just disgusted. You got to listen. You got to figure you're going to just sit there disgusted having to listen to this crap for hours on end.
But see, wrong.
Why?
They're not disgusted, and they're not sitting there for hours on end. The TV show makes it look like they're seeing every single person.
No, I know
They
that.
got all their minions out there going, okay, you find the really good singers, you find the really bad singers, and bring them to us, and we'll tape a few hours here and there, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's set up where it looks like these people are lined up for miles, and they're just sitting there for days on end.
Every one of them.
I guarantee they taped maybe 20, 30 hours, maybe.
Yep.
Tops. And that's over a couple-week period. All the work's being done by the producers. Like, it's no surprise when someone is singing really awful. That's a setup by the producers. You know, today we're gonna be taping all the really awful singers. So they're prepared. They know exactly who's coming through that door.
Yeah, they know. There's no surprises when they walk in there. They tell them, you know.
Yeah.
All right, here's a bad one. All right, this chick's really good. Yeah.
Right. Well, here's the last thing about Justin.
I'm going to come in with my personality that I have, and I'm going to go in there doing my best that I can, trying to succeed.
Get Jimmy
and
his food.
Hopefully it never fails me yet, so I'm going to come out a winner.
What does secede mean? He's leaving the union?
Made sense to me.
He's going to secede.
He's seceding.
No.
All right, let's.
They are so confident. I love the overconfidence when they leave that audition studio after they've been told they stink, and they start talking to the camera about how they're going to move on. And no, don't worry, you'll see me again. Yeah, I'm sure.
Half these people that they're showing on TV anyway, they don't even prepare for their quote audition. Looks like they're just winging it. If you know you're going to be on American Idol, wouldn't you spend a lot of time practicing your craft?
A lot of them are crazy. It's like crazy people.
Yeah.
Real live crazy people.
I agree with you on that. Let's say hi to Sean in Jersey. Sean?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Sprinkle Nips.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. The best thing about last night was that overconfident piece of shit that had, he was like a cruise ship singer.
Oh, man,
With the fake teeth and the fake tan. And he comes with a whole entourage of his family with posters and banners saying, go, go, go.
Yeah, his name was Joe. He brought his whole family, his friends. They had a banner that said, go, Joe, go, or whatever.
Oh, he had a whole entourage with him. And he thought he had, like, the looks, the $1 million smile. He's been in the business.
I'm the package. He goes, I am the package.
I'm the package. Comes in all overconfident. And he was mediocre at best. And, they let him know it.
Do we have him?
I think so.
He was really bothered.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May.
All smiling
well,
as he's singing,
I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees and the me.
Okay.
He's not awful.
No, he's just there, and his look and attitude actually hurt him, I think. Like, he thought he had the whole package, and I think it hurt him. I think his voice was probably good enough to squeak through to the next round, if he had a different look and his attitude was a little better. But he was so cocky coming in there that I think they were like, you know something? No, not good enough for your cockiness.
What did you think? I thought it reminded me of one of those terrible entertainment shows you'd have in the 1970s where somebody would do a dance, a joke, and then end the act with a song, which is exactly what you are, which is a cruise ship singer. I am not a cruise ship singer.
He wasn't that
You know
bad.
what?
He
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
that bad,
I am not
Simon.
a cruise
Come
ship
on.
singer. I've done one, and they made me sing Broadway stuff. And I came in here and gave you my heart and soul, and I will sing something else. So does everyone. I don't think so. I thoroughly disagree with you. And I'll tell you why. Because the people that have gone through these past years have been able to do one thing, particularly last year. And I know that I can sing more than one genre. I have the story. I look the part. You need to let me sing something else, and you need to put me through. I promise you. What's that look for?
You and I are going to have a problem if you carry on like this.
Why do you say?
Because you are becoming obnoxious.
I don't want to be obnoxious.
I don't think this is what we're looking for.
What are you looking for?
Not you.
So, you're not going to even try and give me a chance? I just want to get on the show. Come on.
You're on the show, but you didn't make it.
Okay.
Not good enough.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Ooh. See, his attitude was really like not... You got to kiss their ass a little bit.
He was selling himself pretty good, though.
I don't know. He was selling himself like he was the thing. And, he was mediocre.
A guy like that you want to see get smashed because he's a boob.
Right. Yeah. I did. I wanted to see him just fail.
A toothy fool.
America was watching going, just fail. Just fail.
A little bit more from Joe.
Your name is?
My name's Joe. Shane.
And why are you here?
I'm here because I believe I'm really talented, and I think I have the whole package, and I'm ready to sing for you.
What do you do for a living?
Oh my gosh, what haven't I done? That's the good answer for that. Let's see, I've been a television news reporter in the small station in Texas. Go K10.
Yeah.
I sang on a cruise ship. Now I train people to go out on cruise ships, but probably not anymore.
You're a professional then. You're a professional. I like that.
A little bit. I don't do any of it anymore. I just get everybody ready to go.
Good. Off you go.
He was all
good. Off you go.
He was all smiling and that Lady Di laughing, nervous laughing at everything. It was just awful.
There's nothing worse than somebody trying to put on phony charm.
Yep.
Gosh, what haven't I done?
Yeah, gosh, what haven't I done? Phony charm.
You're a Mouseketeer, stupid. That's awful.
Yeah, let's say hi to Juliana.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Now, the simple fact is, this guy might be able to find 4 other guys to get together and put together a nice little shitty boy band, like the Backstreet Boys or something.
Yeah, that's what he can do. He was awful. It's just an obnoxious, and as he was singing, you can't tell from just the audio, but as he's singing, and like we said, his voice isn't bad, but as he's singing, he had that big fake smile on, and he's doing hand movements and looking right at the judges, with that dopey smile, and I'm sure that just bugged him.
Yeah.
That's why they threw him out of there. And when they turn around as they're walking out and take that last look at the judges, hoping that they're going to go, no, we're kidding, come back.
It never happens.
It just ain't. It never happens. Yeah.
All right, Anthony. I think this is where I got bored. What's the story of Adam and Dirk?
Adam and Dirk, 2 total dorks.
Yeah.
Complete dorks. One of them was fat. The other one was kind of fat too, but glasses. Bad, retard teeth, retard hair, all greasy, unshowered.
I think the thing to do this year is to try to be the next William Hung, right?
Well, a couple of them are trying that move, yeah. But they sparked up this close friendship during the audition process, and they were being portrayed as, gay lovers by American Idol.
Yeah, that's pretty
They just
funny.
kept showing them touching each other and patting each other on the back and consoling each other and they tried to do some jive handshake, and they couldn't even do it right. They're missing with their hands, complete beat them up in the hallway dorks.
Who's this, Scotty and Dirk?
Scotty and Dirk. Yeah.
All right, well, here's audio of them meeting.
I just met, what's her name again? Dirk. I just met Dirk on, I believe, Monday, and he's a really good guy, and I think he's going to make it, and I think it'd be really cool if I was at the finale with him. And I am the next American Idol because I can appeal to America. I can appeal to the audience, and I'm a really good singer. I have really one of the coolest personalities you'll ever meet. If you ever find out about Adam, you'll always find out that, Adam's a really cool person to be with.
Yeah, I have to agree with Adam. He is a totally cool guy. I met him on Monday, and, I'm known as the comedian, and I like putting smiles on people's faces, and he's one of the people I like putting smiles on.
He's going to be playing a costume tonight, by the way.
I think the judges will see an awesome performance by me. I have the little voice going, a little hand movement, and maybe a little movement also with my legs.
My friends say, Dirk, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Good luck. Don't get too nervous. Concentrate hard. And don't be the next William Hung.
It's a little rough.
Yeah, these 2 were really bad.
All right, well, let's see how bad Can I kiss you? They are. This is Dirk singing.
Like a ship it tossed out the ocean, we get caught up swimming in the motion. Hearts were sailing, lovers on the right track. Got out so far that we can't get back. You got to reach out, take hold of my hand. You got to reach out till you're safe on the land.
I think this kid was retarded, by the
way. Baby, never give up. You gotta reach out for when you're caught in the current of love.
Okay, man.
Is that the Baywatch theme?
He's singing the David Hasselhoff song. It was David Hasselhoff made it famous, I guess, in Germany, where he's so huge.
All right.
And the kid was a big David Hasselhoff fan. And like I said, I think he was retarded.
Was that a goof, you think, or put on?
No, the kid was a little wrong in the head. They are exploiting so many mentally disturbed people on this show. And for some reason that... is this it?
Like a ship at dawn.
Yeah. This is just as bad.
This guy's retarded, too, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Figures those stupid Nazis enjoy this.
Oh, they love it.
Awful country.
All right, let's go to Mike from Brooklyn. Mike?
He actually had a song called The
Hey, what's up, Opie?
The Night Rider, where he'd come out on stage on top of a black kit car in his black leather and start singing, and the Nazis are just going crazy for him. Going nuts.
They really are easily amused.
Oh,
Blonde-haired
completely.
asses.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
about that.
That's all right. Didn't Dirk look just like Private Pile from Full
He
Metal
did. Big fat head. He did. He looked like Private Pile.
All right, guys, punch it out.
Very good. Thanks,
call.
Mike.
Too bad he didn't end his American Idol session the same way.
Here's some Dirk comments.
Okay,
yo, man.
I want to ask you a question and look me in the eyes. Was that a serious audition?
I put 100% in everything I do, Simon.
Nobody chooses that song seriously to sing on American Idol. Come on.
He actually sounded almost as good as David Hasselhoff.
Thank you, Randy.
All right, yeah.
And he said thank you like it was a compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're really exploiting the mentally disturbed people on this show, but there's no outcry about it.
Well,
people are entertained.
Once again, as the producer of the show, they're like, this whole William Hung thing took off last year, so let's exploit
Try to
that.
make another one.
Let's throw a bunch of William Hung potentials out there. The audience will eat it up, and then we'll eventually get to the actual show.
No one
finding
tops
someone with
William
talent.
Hung.
Because obviously these people have no talent, and the first couple seasons of the show, this was only a small part of the show, remember?
Yeah, they really
Here's
went.
all the real bad auditions. There was a quick montage, bye, but they're really focusing on this early on in the show this year.
Yeah.
Here's his buddy Adam.
Adam Pratt, come on in, man.
Hey, guys, what's going down, dog?
What's up, baby? What's going down with you? Stand up here right on the tee, man.
guy.
20 years old from Hoffman Estates.
I just turned 21 Tuesday.
Oh,
and I have
congrats.
had the best 21st birthday ever.
Yeah.
I do the best Simon Cowell impression.
Oh, do it.
That was absolutely the worst performance ever. There's nothing special about you at all.
Simon, what do you say, man?
Oh, wonderful.
It actually wasn't that bad.
Wonderful. It was done in his own voice, though, with, like, a Simon Cowell inflection on the voice. Pretty much just used his own retarded voice.
All right,
I like impressions. Like, I think maybe Nathaniel and Danny should do an impression of Noah. Put on some suits and get to work.
Here's Adam singing Richard Marx.
What are you going to sing?
This I Promised You by Richard Marx, but performed by NSYNC.
Okay, go for it.
When the visions around you brings tears to your eyes, and all that surrounds you are secrets and lies, I'll be your strength, I'll give you hope, keeping your faith when it's gone. The one you should call was standing here all along.
Wow. Hopes and dreams loaded into the car crusher. Here we go.
Dog, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Man,
They were laughing at him, yeah.
Simon, what do you think?
Tell me, Adam, just in case I'm losing the plot here, why would America watch if you're on American Idol?
Because of my singing ability,
No, really.
Based
Seriously?
on that, no.
Seriously.
Come on.
Can I do another song?
No.
No.
So, do I finish the song or?
No.
Wow, he really believes
He thought when they showed him before he went in, he thought he was going to be the next American Idol. These people go in there with their little dreams, and like as he's sleeping at night, he's rolling the fantasies in his head, playing it out, and our winner is, and they're hearing their name being blurted out, playing it over and over in their heads again. What is it going to be like when I'm in like the 5th round, and what kind of little video vignettes are they going to put me through, and just like making the whole fantasy play out right to the end of the show and beyond in his head. And where does it end? 1/2 of a song in front of the judges, and you're crushed.
And now
done.
Adam and Dirk have to say goodbye.
Yeah, and again, played it up really homo.
Their moment of fame is over.
Yeah.
And they played the sappy music.
Play the gayest song
as
ever.
These two said goodbye to each other. They met during the audition process.
The AIDS benefit song, right?
They really thought I was good, but I guess if it's too good to be true, it probably is. I tried, and I have no regrets, and I don't know what to say or do now. Even though I didn't make it, we'll still definitely be friends.
We'll still definitely be friends still.
So, all right, thanks a lot.
I hate that corny applause because he went up there and tried.
Gave it his all.
Gave it his all.
They show the door, and then the door opens up, and of course the loser walks out, and now the people are eagerly awaiting the results,
Right.
you know? And they kind of throw their arms up in the air and do that little Paul from Munaki face.
Yeah.
Or Pat from Munaki.
Pat, right.
Paul.
Pat from Munaki.
Pat from Munaki face. Kind of, I tried. I gave it a shot. And then everyone out in the hallway claps.
Feels like they have to applaud because they didn't. They weren't even supposed to be in.
Well, I tried. What are you going to do?
They weren't even supposed to be in the game. They weren't even supposed to be in the game.
His big straight arms. Little face.
Trying to be charming.
Fat Colonel Kurt's face. Like to fire an egg at it.
A face that's only entertaining when vomit's coming out of it.
Exactly.
Did you say vomit?
There he is. I'm vomiting.
There he is, the winner of the eggnog drinking contest.
Eggnog pouring out of that fat skull.
Did you get my
Pat
5?
from
Yeah, it's your 5.
Yeah, fuck your 5, my 5. Well, whatever. It's our 5. It's all our 5. I'm from Monaki.
Appley cheeked ass. I do like him though. I don't want to like him, but I like him.
Don't Monaki it.
The funniest part was when he had like 40 car crashes in a row and couldn't hear because he'd have headphones on.
Yeah, and he just kept trying.
And I would look at him, and then I would just look over an ant's finger, and I would just see it go, and I knew it was...
There's another. Crash me again. Dolt.
Big lonely diabetic.
Jesus. He's a faithful listener to the program.
I like him very much, but he's diabetic, and he did 50 double shots of eggnog.
Nut.
We should have cut his legs off on principle. Shoved him down the elevator shaft.
Well, what do you guys think of that stupid applause? Because, you know, they went up there.
It's useless.
I mean,
it's more people just patronizing people.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Just going to see your friend in a comedy club. Just all clapping and hey, he did
funny.
good.
I mean, they weren't funny. They weren't supposed to be in the game to begin with. You know, it's kind of like the New York City Marathon. These people walked the whole thing. Anyone can walk 26 miles.
Yeah.
And they walk the whole
how
thing.
long it is.
And they get this just an amazing applause as they they cross the finish line. I don't get it.
Bravery and courage.
Yeah, where's the bravery?
There is none.
All right, let's say hi to Steve on Long Island. We're just about done with this, by the way. Steve, what's up?
Hey, Steve.
Steve?
Oh, he's got a phone. Got one of those
crapping out.
He wants to talk about the teenage Michael Jackson kid or chick or whatever it was.
Another annoying, overconfident. This little chick who looks like a little boy comes running into the audition studio singing some Michael Jackson crap with the Michael Jackson hat, Michael Jackson moves, trying the Michael Jackson voice. And, you know, everybody's supposed to be impressed by this.
She seemed pretty talented.
Like a Michael Jackson cover act. Talented, you know? It's like, one-trick pony kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, here's the clip. I think it's Jeremy.
She's going to Hollywood. Angel's going to Hollywood, and I'm next. I'm going with her.
No,
I'm going with her, and we're going to have some.
Which one is
That's
that?
the music student.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did
Steve misnumber those?
No, it might be this one. Let's try this one.
All right.
This might be the 16-year-old chick that wants to be Michael Jackson.
I'ma keep it low till I fall, ain't breaking the law. And my music is alive when I die for the cause. You can already see that the haters lost. Gotta pay to be the boss now. Now I'm spitting out my thoughts now. It's a new generation. Why we gotta live in the days of the hatred? I don't know about you, but I've been patient. We done been the slaves in a vacant place, all because of the color of a melanin face.
Crank the controller too fast.
You and I must make a pact. We must just bring salvation back. Where there is love, I'll be there, I'll be there.
That sounds like a fidget.
I'll be there.
So they didn't know what to do with this chick.
No.
I thought it was a dude, but it's a chick.
Shouldn't have made it through. Doesn't have the look. It's like it looked like a little boy. I keep saying he, too, because there was nothing girl-like about it. And the voice is this chipmunk-like Michael Jackson impression. Didn't work. And Simon, again, is being honest. And the other two are, no, I see some talent there. No, you don't.
Paul Abdul had to lie all those years in that awful marriage. No, it's a good movie.
You sound like, when you put helium from a balloon and you swallow it, that's honestly what you sound like.
Like the chipmunks almost.
Yeah, but I mean, it's extraordinary.
Thank you.
She's unique. It's different. I like her.
Definitely unique. I mean, you got talent. I mean, you're definitely a great entertainer and all that. I actually loved what you walked in here doing more than I love that.
See, that's my originality, though.
Randy, yes or no?
Yes.
I'm going to say 100% categorically no.
And I'm going to say 100% categorically yes, and I hope you make it all the way to the top 12.
Why? Thank you.
We will argue amongst ourselves.
We'll see you
are going
Hollywood.
to Hollywood. You're very lucky.
Welcome to Hollywood. Yeah, come on, man.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a first-round throw-out. There's no versatility there. Once they start doing the show, they try to throw in, you got to do a country song, and then you have to do a rock type thing or a pop thing, and then you got to do Broadway.
I'm starting to think you're an expert at this program.
I am an absolute
expert. I'm starting
expert.
to think you're obsessed with this American Idol.
I've watched every single show of every season.
This was supposed to be a little goof segment on our show, but you're like...
I have watched
every show. You know the ins and outs of this damn...
of every season.
This show. All right.
Opie, being in the music business before I got into radio, the music biz, as lead singer of the hit pop band Rotgut, I know.
You guys were huge in Yugoslavia, I think, right?
We were big, yes, very big in Yugoslavia. I believe we had a release there.
Yeah.
And some parts of, some corners of Toronto.
I never got that about music.
I
a band that just absolutely stinks in the States is like huge in some obscure little city in Japan or something.
Dude, we're huge in Vienna.
How many times have you heard like local bands from Long Island were like, hey man, we're going on the Japanese tour.
Going to Japan.
I'm like, what? You can't even sell out my father's place.
Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't sell out a dive dump club out on Long Island.
But they're huge in Japan for some reason.
But Japan,
How does
they
that
flock.
happen?
They flock. They love it over there.
It's amazing.
Yeah, blue jeans.
All right, here's so then they picked this Michael Jackson wannabe, and
it was awful, by the way.
Awful.
And the mom just goes off.
Cut! This is AC Baby. Simon wasn't. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it on camera. But Randy and Paula knew that I had something unique about myself. Right. You got more. And I'm going to Hollywood. I'm going to Hollywood. Don't throw the comments.
But her mom had some, and obviously modesty runs in the family.
Well, she's going straight to the top, and I guarantee you she's gonna make it to be the next American Idol and sell more records than any other American Idol that you've had in the history worldwide. Believe that. That's right.
Oh, man, I can't wait to watch her get booted. Now I can't wait. Now
I want
to
see the mother's disappointment.
Yeah.
That big Shirley Hempel-looking mother that came trotting out. Looked like she ate Star Jones. Big, fat mother comes out there just hoping. Now the fantasies are playing out in her head. I'm going to get my hair did. I'm going to have a limousine.
Bling, bling.
Oh, some bling. She's picturing it all now.
Ice.
Yeah.
And plenty of paper.
Next round, bye-bye. I guarantee that one will be off next round. I'm an expert on the show.
Now I got to watch. Yep. I'm not happy about this.
She'll be gone. I don't know when the audition process ends and they start that next round, but in Hollywood.
Where was that audition stuff?
That was St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri.
All right, finally, and then we'll move on here.
Is there one good one you have? I want to hear one good one.
Yeah, one that could actually sing.
Like I've heard Ruben sing like since he's won. I mean, he obviously
honestly,
he's really good. I mean,
they had this hot piece of ass. She's a farmer that helps her father. Like he raises cows or whatever, and she has to milk the cows and
farmer's
stuff.
Farmer's daughter,
blonde.
You just know what evilness happens on that farm.
A little. She's probably eating a little too much dairy, so she's a little
intolerant?
chubby. But they'll get her on a treadmill and get her in shape. And so she walks out. I think it's going to be just a disaster because she's from the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden she had like a voice of an angel. She was really good.
I hear she's going to bring her critters with her when she goes to Hollywood. Can I take my critters with me?
The hell's a critter?
Do you have her, Hope?
Steve's running to get her.
Uncle Jed, she's going to be an American Idol.
Thanks, Jimmy, for extending this wonderful segment.
I mean, we hear a lot of the bad ones, but I would like to hear.
You're curious.
I'm a little curious, and I'm sure
yeah.
some of the listeners are too.
Well, here's Mr. Drysdale could drive you down there, I guess, there, Ellie Mae. That's what she was like, Ellie Mae, all hot and farm-like.
But she's perfect because you got the Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson thing happening these days. And it's like, is this the? I guarantee that's exactly how they're going to play it. Did we find the next Britney Spears / Jessica Simpson?
She will absolutely go
far. All right. Well, can I interrupt one question before I forget? You said Ashley Simpson. Did you get...
did I say Ashley Simpson?
No, you said something, but Bob Kelly emailed you something about Ashley Simpson.
Actually, thanks for reminding me. We're going to... Yeah, she is delusional. And besides that, Ralphie May, who's staying across the street, he's supposed to come in. Supposedly, his girlfriend was at the Orange Bowl when Ashley Simpson was doing her thing.
Got booed.
And got booed and has a whole exclusive behind-the-scenes thing. Like she threw something through a plasma TV and all sorts of stuff.
Face.
You know, Ralphie tells this story after we were off the air. I'm like, dude, we were suffering for material yesterday, and you save your best stuff for after we, end the show. Are you insane? So he should be either calling or coming in to tell us that little story. As Steve gets the farm girl, go ahead.
He's staying across the street?
Yeah, why?
Okay. She said if he leaves now, he could be here before the show's over.
I know, well, hopefully he won't oversleep. In the meantime, we got Jeremy, Anthony.
Yes.
Jeremy, is a student of a teacher they picked?
Yeah, there was a singing coach, singing teacher of Jeremy, and they both pulled up in the same cab, and they came together, and Jeremy was supposed to audition, and she was there for moral support, but she decided she was going to go in and give it a shot. So she goes in, has her numbers on, and auditions, and actually passes and goes to the next round. So then Jeremy and her are talking and kind of fantasizing together about how they're both going to make it.
Yeah.
Both going to be on American Idol. And, well, you know how these things always work out.
She's going to Hollywood. Angel's going to Hollywood, and I'm next. I'm going with her. I'm going with her. And we're going to have some fun in Hollywood. What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right.
I wasn't nervous for myself, but I am definitely more nervous for him than I was for myself because, I knew myself what I was thinking, and I don't know what he's thinking right now.
What you gonna sing, baby?
I'm gonna sing Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
All right.
So are you ready?
Are we ready? Are you guys ready?
Are you ready? Yeah. Now you're setting it up.
I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. And if I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg.
That's outside the door. She's
Please
listening all
don't
proud.
leave me, girl.
Mediocre. Yeah. Not bad on karaoke
You want me to
night.
sing something else?
Jesus.
Can you sing something else less
Not bad on
effective?
karaoke night.
Yeah.
You're obsessed.
I can.
All right.
I can do that.
Go for it.
Long ago.
No. Less affected, not more. Thank you very much. Yes or no, Randy?
I mean, I like your potential, dude. I mean, I like your voice. I mean, you can sing, It's just all so affected, man. You're trying to do too much with it.
Randy, could I have a yes or no, please?
I'm going to say yes.
Paula.
Why?
I'm going to have to say no. So it lays on Simon.
It's a no. Sorry.
All right.
Bye.
Come on, Cletus.
Cletus.
We got to get this chorus.
Hold on the ass, Fred.
So it was a no.
So it was a no. He walks out. Now the music coach, who is in, finds out that her student didn't make it. She loses her mind. She starts crying like, you ever see those clips on the news when the black woman rolls up and finds her son shot in the streets? Wow, my baby! My baby! She loses her mind.
No way. No.
As Jerry puts on a brave face, Angel is inconsolable.
I didn't even come here for me. I came here for him. I wasn't even going to audition.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Listen to her wail. Yeah, she couldn't stand. She had to fall down on the floor. She fell down onto the floor against the wall.
I love heartbreak.
Oh,
it's just
fantastic.
She sees herself being fired as an awful music teacher.
It's not over for me. Everybody knows that. Everybody in this whole building knows that. It just wasn't God's will. And I'm going to be somebody, so y'all keep this footage, because I'm going to be on TV.
They all say that when they're walking out, the rejects. No, I know, and everybody knows I'm going to be a huge star, and no, you're not. Never see you again. Keep that wrist good for flipping them burgers. 'Cause that's what you're doing. And she just lost it. She just, oh, my baby. I'm so sorry I couldn't teach you to sing no good.
That reminded me of a very fun scene in the movie Fame.
Oh.
Remember when the girl goes to get into the dance school and Leroy is her dance partner, but they admit Leroy and they throw her out.
Ah,
and she
right.
gives Leroy a good screaming at.
Right.
Gene Anthony Ray and his washboard abs.
Hey,
Who knew he was a fruit.
Instant feedback checking in. Pat from Moonachie.
Oh.
He writes to you guys, I'm starting to feel a little self-conscious here.
Oh. Call in, Pat. At least, Pat, call in if you want.
Yeah, call in.
We're just teasing you.
We'd love to talk to Pat.
Pat from Moonachie, imagine how disappointed Michael Jackson would be molesting that kid and finding out it's a girl.
That's funny.
Hey, that's...
But I bet if he was here, he would have went finding out it's a girl and put his hands up like their breasts.
Like making little breasts with his big, fat, chubby hands. You know.
He's like watching a morph of Ben and the Three Stooges. Awful noises and... Dude, Shemp was doing coke with Tom Brady.
Why always Tom Brady?
Because he's the hero of...
Yeah, of course he is.
I understand.
Dude, Lawyer Malloy tried to get into one of my father's restaurants. He wouldn't even let him in.
Dude, spread out.
Yeah.
What was the one from earlier? Because people are just tuning in, man. They're trying to get these 4 Chinese nationalists. They're looking for the dirty bomb, and
Ben's dumb drunk friends are out looking for him, and he thinks that's news. 4 Mick Alkies
from Salvi,
drunk driving around Boston, killing innocent people.
Looking for the terrorists.
Looking for 4 delivery men.
Sully, I think I saw him.
Ben was dead serious, though. He's like, my friends are drunk, and they're out looking for the terrorists.
He's like, they better hope the police find him first. Yeah. They better hope the police find him first, because if some of my friends find him, they're dead.
Right now, the crack terror hunting squad is vomiting behind a Denny's somewhere. You and your idiot friends.
Oh. Have to upchuck by the dumpster, turn your Boston Red Sox hat backwards so you don't get any on the bill.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Bunch of asses.
It's hilarious.
Hunting terrorists, great.
Yeah, if they catch them, they're not going to do anything but hide. What are they going to do?
Just sitting there ordering Chinese food, looking at every delivery guy. I think that's him, dude. I think that's him, dude.
If they saw all 4 of them, they'd probably ask for mustard and duck sauce and take their cowardly white selves back to their nice large homes. Ben's friends stink.
Screw it. Let's go to the vineyard.
Dude. It's my favorite thing on the show. I don't know why.
Gossip.
Love that gossipy little unkempt head.
But he always has something. It's amazing. It all goes back to Boston.
He knows everything about Boston.
But it all goes back to Boston.
The guy is tied into Boston.
And I wish people could see what you see and what we could see. is when you look through our glass, you see all through the office, all the dead weight.
All the dead weight.
And then you just see the glass for our inner office where we go, which is like 35 feet away, and just Ben's big, misshapen, messy-haired head facing away into a computer monitor.
Herking and jerking like crazy.
Yeah, occasionally just going left for no reason, coming back. I'd hate to sit behind him in a movie theater.
He's just getting the latest Boston gossip. That's all. He's not producing the radio show. He's just getting the latest Boston gossip.
And he doesn't read articles. He just clicks on them and he zips and he highlights them with blue and then he goes to the next one.
And then goes to the next one, highlights it all the time, looking like the office is a train and his head is just bobbing back and forth on it.
He is well connected, though, man. The guy does know a lot of things.
Every party he knows, he can get in everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Half the stuff that ends up in the gossip columns in the Post and stuff, he already knew. He tells us, like, the weeks, not weeks, whatever, days earlier.
And the section in the paper where it goes, we hear that some famous person
the blind
was
box.
out last night with, because they can't mention the name,
right.
Or else they might get sued. To Ben, that's like people that sit there and do like the crypto quote or crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
But Ben just opens it up and goes, "Oh, I know who that is. That."
Yeah, most people will guess like, "Oh, that's not." He doesn't guess.
He
He's
knows.
Like, oh, that's Ben Affleck.
I know who that is.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah. Ben Affleck. My friend told me.
Yeah.
When he was hunting terrorist Chinese.
All right, you want an example?
Pops up through a hole in the ground, and Bill Murray hunts him and tries to blow him up.
Ben's sitting down, getting a shoe shine, and the shoe shine guy going, "Psst, Ben, I got some inside info. Word on the street." Thanks, dude.
Well, you want an example of one of these people that audition that's good. I guess this is the farmer's daughter that's really hot that we were talking about. It's Carrie Underwood.
Life on the farm's pretty simple. Whenever my dad needs help in the mornings, I'll get up real early and help him go feed the cows or put out hay. Or I've never gotten to experience a lot of things that a lot of other people have. I've never got to travel far at all. Never flown at all. I want to go to Hollywood really bad.
So now I'm thinking, I did see this part. I'm thinking, wow, this girl's really hot. She's from a little farm in the middle of nowhere. Like we said, a little chubby, whatever, but not too bad, right?
Not even close to being
no.
chubby.
Just
you can just tell she needs to be toned up a little.
Just being very, very picky, obviously. Yeah. If she's trying to maybe become the next Jessica Simpson.
Perhaps her mom can call her up and say, there's a gym downstairs. Maybe you work out a little bit.
So then, wow.
Meet some nice people, replace cows with steers.
So I'm thinking, as I'm watching this, oh, man, this is a setup. This girl's going to be absolutely awful.
Right.
Hot piece of ass from the middle of nowhere. I mean, how could she possibly learn how to sing well,
Right.
She's too busy on the farm. And this is her singing.
Lay down with me, tell me no lies, just hold me close, don't patronize, don't patronize me, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't.
She sings this to Daddy.
You can't make your heart feel something that it won't here in the dark.
Okay, that was very good.
Yeah.
Very good, Carrie.
Great voice.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, even Simon went right for it.
Yeah.
Like, wow, very good.
Now, definitely not my cup of tea, but I could tell that that's what they're looking for.
Dude,
She's good.
You're taking the show a little too serious.
I'm not
you
a
sit
big,
home with your popcorn and yell at the TV.
I yell at the TV. I do.
Do you have a little score sheet that you
Little score sheet I jot down. I take notes on each contestant, and I see how it turns out later. No, I don't.
Did you find the booger?
No, I didn't. And we
Who wiped the booger on your couch?
I was online. I was online yesterday looking at furniture.
It's one
I'm getting
booger.
a new couch.
It's one.
I can't get past it.
It's one booger.
My girlfriend's sister's son.
How old is he?
Were you here yesterday?
7.
I didn't hear that part, but
that's right. Jimmy wasn't here.
Oh, you were late.
Oh, I missed that at the very beginning?
Oh, my God. It was hilarious. He's going to throw a couch away because... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Our house guests that were there for a couple of days, they're gone now. The son was with the father, and everybody else was out shopping. I was home, so we decided to watch a movie. sat on our couch, my big modular couch, and the kid was doing something with his hands. His father saw and said, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Picking my nose." And he goes, and then I hear the father go, Did you just wipe a booger on Anthony's couch? And the kid goes, "Yep." And he goes, "Well, find it." And now the kid's looking around, and he goes, I can't. So now I'm like, and I'm just sitting there in shock. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm in shock. And I'm not looking for it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still in there. It could stay in there. I have a lovely big couch in front of my huge big screen television, and me and my girlfriend sat on opposite sides of the room on our computer chairs last night watching television because I will not now sit on the booger couch.
You'll find it. What you'll do is you'll doze off on the couch, and you'll taste a little salty treat.
Shut up!
You know he hates this
You
stuff.
know me with snot. Snot is probably the worst, aside from, crap. Snot is probably the worst bodily fluid that could come out of a person's body to me, as far as I'm concerned.
He'll fall asleep on the couch, he'll wake up, and he'll think that he has a raisin stuck to the side of his face.
or a De Niro mole. He'll do Raging Bull impressions and then eat it and go, wait a minute.
Oh!
Found the booger.
Yeah, so we sat in our respective computer chairs because the booger couch now has got to go. The couch has got to go.
The kid may not have even wiped it on the couch. He may have had nothing on his finger and just said that to his dad. There really may be nothing there.
You know something? You're absolutely right. There may be nothing there. The couch has got to go.
Can't you just clean it?
No.
Clean the upholstery?
Couch has got to go.
Yeah.
I cannot get this clean.
He's not kidding.
It is there. It has been boogerfied. Yeah, taste that delicious booger flavor. Yeah, I cannot now sit on booger couch.
Really?
What are you doing?
I had a booger, actually.
You're picking your nose, and where are you... Stop it. Don't even... Jesus Christ.
My God.
What did you just do?
Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Did you just put that in your mouth?
Yes, he did. That bothered me, too.
Look.
Wow.
It's weird. It's got like a salty, odd flavor, and there's a hair in it.
I cannot understand you people.
What?
I cannot understand you people that do that.
I won't know. You're a little faster with my food.
You've never eaten a booger?
Never in my life.
Never?
Have I? It's like saying you've never eaten a log out of your pants.
Dude.
I would question that.
Dude, we could take a survey right now, and I guarantee 90% of the audience has eaten a booger.
Within the last 10 minutes.
90%?
Guarantee.
Our audience? Yeah.
No effing way in the world.
I'm not saying
90% of people.
I'm not saying on a regular basis, but I guarantee.
No.
You're not going to find many people that have not.
No.
Take a survey right now.
Take a survey in this room.
Jim, of course.
Raise your hands,
yes.
and you interns and
Big Kev.
suited fellows also.
Derek.
Who has shoved boogers in their mouth and eaten them?
Everyone's
Raise your hand. One,
Most of
two
them
in
are
that
raising
room.
their hands.
Two in that room. How many here? 1, 2 in this room.
Nagel, never?
Nope. 4 out of... 1,
Big
2,
Kev?
3, 4, 5, 6,
Of course
7,
you have.
9. Disgusting.
Almost all the guys that put your hand up, Chief.
Steve, of course Steve has.
Yeah. It was a sweet booger.
Very sweet.
Very cozy.
Out of his cozy face.
Back to the audio. So here's the comments about Carrie, the farm girl.
Who's your favorite singer? Who do you love?
Actually, Martina McBride.
Yeah, I could hear a little bit of that. Yeah, very good.
I was saying to someone the other day, I'm surprised that we haven't found a good country singer in this competition yet. I think you're very good.
Thank you.
I think you should stay good at what you're doing as well. Randy?
I think you're excellent, too. I would work a little bit more on the emotion and the stage presence, just a little bit, because you got it vocally. I mean, you can do your thing. You worked it out.
Right off the farm, you know?
Definitely.
Paula?
Yes.
Carrie, you're through to the next round.
Welcome to Hollywood, girl.
Well done.
Girl. Yeah. Yeah, she's going. She's going far, I believe. I have her picked on my little list at home.
I'll bet you she sings even better with her face in a pillow and whiskey being breathed into her face from the side.
Getting a rash on her neck from whiskers that haven't been shaved in a couple of days.
Maybe one of Dad's friends who helps around the farm.
Sing it again, sweetheart.
Sing it.
I can make you love me. With that rough, whiskery scratch.
where she sings ouch, 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 ouch to the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing.
Oh, I don't have that anymore, unfortunately.
Awful.
All right, so, oh, you got it somewhere? It doesn't matter.
The moment's passed.
What's the,
We got someone from OpieAnthony.net checking in on the instant feedback. Another fine message board. And, I didn't know who that was. I thought it was just a fan, but it's Donnie Deutsch.
Donnie Deutsch.
She's waving at me. I'm like, how do I know this guy? I'm like, well, maybe because he interviewed you on TV 2 days ago, you idiot.
Is that him right there?
Yeah, well, he's out of his interview clothes, so I didn't recognize him.
Very handsome.
We'll get him in here next. So he writes, dudes, Ashley Simpson is exactly like all the rejects from American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
Her whole life, everyone has told her she could sing because they don't want to hurt the sweet little girl's feelings, so she thinks she's really good. It's true.
But at least she handles rejection and stuff well.
All right, we'll get into that next. Yeah, Bob Kelly emailed me what she said in one of the papers about her Orange Bowl appearance.
Was he crying for her?
Even
tear-stained little monitor.
Even Bob Kelly wasn't crying for Ashley Simpson. So
look at our intern schmoozing with Donnie Deutsch. Donnie, huge Madison Avenue guy. This guy made a fortune on Madison Avenue.
Advertising, right?
Very big, go-getter. This guy is the man. And now our intern in the suit is going over there and trying to impress him.
Does he understand marketing?
Oh, yeah.
And billboards?
Oh, yeah, we can talk to him about
This is the guy we'd like to... I'm very happy he's here.
Yeah, we'll talk to Donnie Deutsch next.
Excellent.
He's a very interesting man. What's going on, Ben? Nothing. Why are you laughing?
Where do your friends have the Asians?
No, I just tried calling them because you guys were talking about they're running around, you know.
They're running around.
Can somebody tell Lisa Loeb glasses that his dumb friends are not going to find anybody?
I also noticed that Ben has decided to grow his sideburns a little
Really?
longer. Yeah, he's adding a...
Have you added another level onto him?
Look.
I messed them up the other day when I was shaving.
Did you?
Mm.
Why are you growing your sideburns? Are they remaking Who'll Stop the Rain?
Wow! That's brilliant, dude.
Are awful to him. What did he say?
I love him, though.
He just grabs his head. He goes, I'm not going to win. And he just walks out the door.
Yeah, he knows.
But I love Ben. He's one of my favorite people.
He is really
looks like an
fun.
English historian with that fake hair.
Ben is a mess on so many levels, but you can't not like Ben.
Isn't he great? If we do go down to Washington, if we don't have our nor'easter, I am so looking forward to hanging out in the hotel bar with Ben. He's just fun to hang out with.
I almost said never a dull moment, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
He's always got something to talk about, and he's usually pretty accurate.
Yeah, of course he is.
Although sometimes he's not.
Ooh. Are we staying at that cool hotel? Nice.
The Rouge, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Announce it to everybody. I say the cool hotel, so I'm not saying the name. Ben knows exactly what I'm saying, and you just announce the name.
What an idiot.
Ben. Eric wonders why he doesn't get to go to New Orleans, stuff like that.
And Ben's hand goes up. He's exasperated. I wish Pat were here to alleviate the tension. Yeah, why just give him the room number?
Yes, Ben?
And I think we're going to get Elo on, too, to talk about our schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
No, that's Mini Elo.
They're sending Jim a packet of human resources stuff to read.
Are they really?
Yeah.
A packet?
Cool.
Yeah.
How heavy is it? I'm wondering how far I'll be able to throw it unopened.
All right, we have lots of shows still to do, so let's step aside, and we'll get Donnie Deutsch in here next.
You love your kids, but sometimes they can be a handful.
Kids are great when they're other people's.
Who can you trust when it comes to your youngins?
You change them, you wash them, you bathe them.
Anthony's Daycare Oasis is a paradise.
You're in prison. You're in baby goddamn prison.
Filled with joy.
We don't think they're cute.
Tenderness.
We think they're annoying.
And most of all, Anthony's love.
I can only hope your child turns up like little Adam Walsh without his head.
Parents adore our staff.
These guys hate kids.
And our facilities are safe.
I have burning cauldrons of wax just sitting around for aesthetics.
Just listen to these happy children frolic through Anthony's Daycare Oasis.
I hate your kid, and I wish him dead.
Just take it from Anthony himself.
Grab your little friggin' rat and say,
"We love you, Anthony."
The Opie and Anthony Show.
XM 202.
The virus is out. I repeat, the virus is out.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading. XM 202.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
XM 202.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. It's the O&A virus spreading across America.
And by the way, if you stick around till the end of the show, Eric will be giving out our home addresses and phone numbers.
Don't make him cry again.
He's not going to cry. Does he care?
He's been known to cry.
When did you cry? When?
He's not cry. He's a seasoned vet. He's been in this business since he was 8 years old.
Guy threw a basketball in the back of his head. God, squirt.
Yeah, we haven't even really got into Eric's resume. It's absolutely amazing. I found out, you're only 26, 27 years old? And he's been working, he's worked at every radio station that we mentioned.
He worked with Alan Freed.
when he was an infant.
Yeah.
He was crawling around the studio getting him platters.
He was Marconi's intern.
I told Orson it's a bad idea. People are going to take it seriously.
He's a veteran at 26, though. He's worked for all the assholes in this business.
In the background, Orson, you ready for the hoax?
Thank you, idiot. Thank you, moron.
That's funny. Rebecca.
Crispy crumb crowing.
Goddamn Pat.
I wish he was here right now.
Gotta love him.
Rebecca, could you hold on for a few more minutes?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Rebecca.
She sounds very cute, too. Her name's Rebecca. She's from North Carolina, and she wants to play GWIMP.
Gwimp.
She wants to play Gwimp today. We have to get Donnie in here, man.
Yes,
He's a
we do.
Big TV star sitting out there staring at us.
That guy's a mover and shaker who can't just sit around waiting. Time is money. There he is.
Donnie Deutsch.
Look at this guy.
The Big Idea. Brand new TV show on CNBC.
Rich, he's in shape.
Taking the place of the John McEnroe show, Anthony.
Yep.
Low bar.
There you go.
Do I need to
yeah,
put
there you
these
go.
things on?
It makes it easier to hear.
If you don't want to mess up that hair of yours, you don't have to. As long as you can hear us.
Perfect hair and everything.
Well, you guys got a great gig right in the city here. I got to do my show out in Jersey.
Yeah, I don't get that. The CNBC compound is in the middle, like nowhere in Jersey.
Probably the rent is lower. Cheaper.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass to get guests, I would assume.
Yeah, but no, they're all coming out there. We got you guys out there.
Right over the GWB.
Like I said, you're paying in the ass getting guests if you had to get us.
Those headphones are the worst.
Yeah, guys,
people just can't figure them out.
He's got like a real Steve McQueen vibe to him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I like that.
A young Steve McQueen, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve
all right.
McQueen as opposed to a dead Steve McQueen.
Didn't work. Didn't work again.
Days.
Didn't work again, right?
There you go. We got to make these a little...
Kev, fix those or I'm going to kick you out of the room.
Fix
those.
Congratulations
on the gig, guys. Wow, I mean, XM,
thanks,
man,
yeah.
This is like nationwide, the future radio.
Pretty psyched.
It's big-time stuff.
Let's
Pretty
get
psyched.
Here we go. Good. All right.
All right, so it's Donnie Deutsch.
Yes, sir.
He's on, the show's debuts Monday, I guess.
Monday, yes, sir. Next week, we got a lot of good guests, man. We got Pierce Brosnan, Robert Redford, Dennis Leary, Michael J. Fox, John Leguizamo,
Chevy
Chase, these guys. We got a lot of good guys.
We were there for the Chevy interview.
Yeah, we talked about our experience.
Yeah, what was your net take?
What we were getting for it, because it was us and then those two very attractive girls that wrote that book.
Yes, the Nanny Diaries.
Yeah,
yes.
They were in there. And we were kind of talking about Chevy's interview, and one of the girls had turned to us and said, I hope Donnie doesn't take this out on you when you guys go in there.
Chevy is a little, Chevy's a little quirky, I guess.
Yeah.
A little quirky.
I would think a little hard to work with.
Yes.
It's very difficult to get anything out of him. And you're figuring he's a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, and it will be a light, fun, airy interview.
No, anything but airy. Well, he got kind of pissed at me because I said to him, I said, you took a lot of crap when you... What words can I can't say?
You could say whatever you want.
Anything flies here.
Okay, there you go. So you took a lot of crap from Leave Us Sign LA after a year. And I said, I thought it was a great move, great career move, breakout star. Because I didn't leave because of career moves. I left because of a woman in L.A. I wanted to say, if you left Saturday Night Live because of a woman, pal, you got bigger problems.
That's what we were saying in the dressing room.
It didn't make him look any better. Why would you say that?
Okay, a chick. I left for a chick. I left the greatest gig in the history of television and comedy because I was...
So you're pretty much telling everyone you're pussy whipped. More than anyone has ever been pussy whipped before.
He got it completely backwards. If you had said to him, hey, I heard you left SNL for a chick in California, it's like, no, I left for my career.
Yeah, man, please. I got foul play with Goldie Hawn, the whole thing.
Can you imagine? I mean, we all grew up watching that show. He was huge, and he left the show for a girl that wouldn't move to New York.
And where is she now?
That's what he says. I don't know what
the girl's with Bill Murray now. There you go.
I don't know what to buy from him, what to believe or anything. Because then he said, you asked him about what he's been doing lately, and, you said something like, quite frankly, you haven't been in the forefront. It wasn't an insult or a dig, but it was the fact that he really hasn't done anything. And he goes, I've been retired for 9 years. Like, I retired. And I was thinking, I was waiting for one of his dry jokes about it, but he was dead serious that he said he was retired.
Yeah, well, I met that guy. I did that celebrity poker show.
Right.
And he was there, and literally, he didn't know how to play cards. I mean, it was literally like taking a guy off the street who had, forget not even Texas Hold'em, not even poker, and it was interesting.
I saw that episode, and he kind of was doing well, wasn't he?
Well, he got blown out pretty early, but I shouldn't brag because I was Doogie Howser's bitch on that show. I mean, can you imagine losing to Doogie Howser?
Doogie Howser's now cool, though.
Doogie wasn't doing too bad, though.
I know. Doogie won.
Yeah.
He won. He took me out, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind losing to, Pierce Brosnan or some cool dude or something. Lose to Doogie Howser, man. It'd be like losing a rerun or somebody. You
got to go watch Harry and Kumar because Doogie is now cool.
Oh, he's cool. So
is Doogie
they brought him back.
Yeah, he played himself in the movie where he's like doing coke off strippers' butts and stuff. I mean,
that movie should have done better. Why didn't that movie? That was a funny movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Nothing at the box office.
I know.
It had some moments.
Yeah.
It had some moments. That's about it. What do you think of Chevy's pink sweater?
I thought the pink sweater with the black zip-up turtleneck motif underneath was a rather interesting fashion faux pas, a glamour don't.
We were saying the other day because one of your producers had a problem with. Was that what you were wearing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was wearing a gray shirt, and it was light gray. It wasn't dark gray. Right. I knew it would show up on black. It wasn't a problem, and it ended up not being a problem, as
you guys look
I could
good.
assume. But I was thinking it would be funny if I could get Chevy's pink sweater if it would have aired on the same day.
And just walk out.
And Chevy comes out, and then our segment, and I'm wearing the same pink sweater as Chevy.
Did you guys end up in the green room together at all, or they separated?
No, they separated.
That was
it was Chevy and everyone else. Yeah.
Now, honestly, if you guys were in there with him, right? What would you guys have gone at him with?
I don't know.
We were in the hair and makeup room with him, and he walked in with blinders on. I mean, didn't say, how you doing, nothing. I mean, and I didn't want to say anything to him because the guy comes off as being very bitter for some reason. And
well, you're doing them Affleck Duck commercials now. That'll
that might. And you were in National Lampoon's. Vacation.
I have an important question though. Who was the tranny that they said was there? They said there was a hot tranny.
Yeah. She's got a show in Chelsea.
Is it she?
He.
I got confused with that because I'm looking at it. It was really weird. She came out. She came out, and she was hot. And I'm looking at her, and I'm going like she's kind of hot. So then I'm going, am I off here? Because I think this chick who used to be a guy.
I was checking out her ass as she was going to makeup, and I convinced it was a girl until your producer told us, and then Ant's like, you're looking at a dude's ass.
Well, I said to her, do you ever make dudes out where you'll pick up a guy and he does you, and then all of a sudden you say, guess what? Hey, I'm a Teamster. You know what I mean? And no, she says she comes clean with people, and she said, I asked her about the parts, and she said, I'm complete. So I'm assuming that the wiener went away. And,
complete woman.
Oh, she's post-op.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's got the whole thing. She's got a.
Oh, okay. She's got the
Johnson's gone and the
wow
is there, and which is kind of interesting. And I kept saying, this is the great part. I said to her, "Tell me, okay, you're in the schoolyard, 5 years old. Is there anything different going on in your head?" She goes, "No, I'm just like everybody else." I said, "Come on, what's somewhere along the line?" All of a sudden, you want to take your genitals out.
Yeah.
It's not like you're playing dodgeball with everybody else. Something's going amiss here. But she was sweet. She was nice. I mean, it was like, but that's man.
Where's the line? Where is the place where you're like, all right, I got to get rid of this thing?
That's out there.
This is just annoying me.
Where do you go from being gay to all of a sudden your boyfriend's robbing a bank in Brooklyn to pay for your sex change operation?
Hey, remember that guy's name?
Leon Shermer in the movie.
Wow.
The real name was Ernest Aaron.
And his career has taken off since then, hasn't it?
Oh, he's dead. Died of AIDS.
Did he really?
Ernest Aaron became a woman and
Talk
died
about
of
method
AIDS.
acting, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
He became a woman, died of AIDS while Sonny.
Oh, wow, that's sad. That's too bad.
How about that?
Well, yeah, they weren't exactly a healthy couple. I love the fat wife.
The fat wife, yeah, she was pretty special.
He says, "You pig, get on the ride." I love
it. Oh, that's great.
So the big idea, what is it about? it was kind of weird to be there because we were there only recently for the John McEnroe show.
Right.
Which was completely different. You walk in, there's a live audience. It's John McEnroe hitting tennis balls into Steve-O's ass.
It was like deja vu because we're in the same dressing room, same makeup lady. All those people are still there.
Right.
And then we go into the studio area, and obviously you guys hosed it down and said, get rid of all this crap, and we're going to do a whole different thing.
Yeah, I mean, my show had been a weekly show every night, Sunday nights, and it's just kind of like a cool, if you look at all the long-form talk shows on TV, you got Larry King, you got Charlie Rose. So we're just trying to do like a kind of younger, hipper version of that. Just one-on-one talk, just like you guys came on, and you weren't doing your bits. You were just talking about your life and about and all the stuff you went through and the stuff with Stern. And I think people like that stuff. And there's no forum on TV to me, the young people today, whether they're actors, artists, athletes, whatnot, to come on and talk. Just as guys or women and whatnot, not come on and just pitch their next movie.
It was kind of refreshing because I was surprised all of a sudden you said, yeah, I like watching porn.
Yeah.
I didn't think Donnie Deutsch was going to say that.
Well, that's my
point. Especially to us. I'm like, oh, okay, we can hang with this guy.
Well, if you think about
definitely some honesty there.
Well, that's it. If you think about TV, you have anything that is all smart. It's like guys, middle-aged white guys talking like this and about school vouchers and things like that. And then you get entertainment TV versus like bring them together. If we went out for dinner, we might talk about some smart stuff. We might talk about politics and Bush, and then you'd go, look at that hot babe over there.
Yeah.
And I just want to bring it all together. That's who human beings are. That's who we are.
It's the philosophy of this very program.
Yeah, it's kind of our show.
And it's interesting. It's not that complicated, man. I don't know why people make TV.
Don't tell anyone. More people will do this.
It is. It's just the stuff that people like to talk about at dinner.
Yeah.
It's just the stuff.
Because we've been on Bill O'Reilly, and
he's a thug, man.
As soon as that story came out with the dildos and the producer, we're like, we've had this guy, figured out a long time ago. But he comes. There's no honesty in that program whatsoever.
Yeah, he's a thug. We're going to do a segment on my show called O'Reilly Sucks every night, and it's just so. But the thing I don't like about that guy, I don't care about your politics. Whatever way you go, man. And he's obviously not a stupid guy. But if he disagrees with something that somebody's doing, he'll say, for instance, I was defending Jenna Jameson because she was endorsing Pony in an ad, okay? And he was like, that's porn, endorsing, and puts up every store, Sears, Penny's, and if you go to any of these stores because they carry these Pony sneakers, and it's like terrorism. It's like a form of screw you, man.
It's intimidation.
And it's just, and the guy's a thug, he's a bully, and I'm taking him down.
And he's a hypocrite. And here's the beautiful thing. I co-hosted the Porn Awards with her over in 2004.
Right.
And we talked about O'Reilly, and she said that after she did this segment where he asked her for some free porn. He's like, hey, look, I've never seen one of your movies.
Jenna said the same thing to me. He harassed her, like I want 8 copies and this and that, and and the whole phone thing, and
that's one of the pitfalls of being that type of host on that type of show is if all of a sudden we're caught watching porn, people just it's Opie and Anthony watching porn.
Yeah.
If we're making sexual phone calls to employees and saying how we want to loofah them in the shower.
Right.
People go, it's O&A, sex in a church, guys. Screw it. But if you put yourself up on that pedestal, you really got to watch.
You got to watch it.
What you're
doing. It's funny you talk about Opie and Anthony watching porn. I had the CEO of Vivid Entertainment on my show once. It was the biggest biggest porn production company. And he said, there were 800 million porn videos sold last year. It's not 800 guys buying 1 million each. All right? There's a lot of people obviously watching porn. And, it's part of life, man. It is what it is.
People don't like to see that, though. They like to think we're these, superhuman beings that don't need that anymore. And if they don't agree with it, they want it taken away from everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Guys, I'm surprised you guys weren't invited to the inauguration.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked you guys weren't part of that. Last night there was that black tie and boots ball.
Black tie and boots.
Yeah. That was it. Did you guys happen to see the picture a couple of weeks ago in the
The only black things at that are the ties. Believe me, because what self-respecting black guy is going to the black tie and boots party?
Did you guys see a picture? There was a photo of the Bush family, the whole clan, and they were all in black tie, and George Jr., president, I'm not making this up, this was in the Post, was in black tie and black cowboy boots and a presidential emblem seal on the cowboy
on the front of his cowboy boots.
Now, I have a few questions. Number one, whose job is it at the White House? And are we paying for somebody to sit there? And who's like, okay, you know what? You're the one who's in charge of putting the seal on Bush's boots, okay? I mean, it's just like, where does that come from?
The presidential seal, big gaudy
on the boots, man.
Isn't that awful?
Oh, Jesus.
We were talking about his daughters this morning.
Yeah. His daughter's very attractive.
Oh, they're great. That's to me the thing, and I'm a Democrat, and the thing that I saw about the Bushes, when I saw those daughters for the first time, that gave me hope that because they're normal girls. They seem like normal girls, and you go, okay, well, maybe they're normal parents. And
they like going out having a little drink or two.
You say, because I always judge people by how they raise their kids, and they look like the kind of girls anybody would have, and not perfect, but cute and normal and everything. And I actually gave me hope about Mr. Bush.
And that went away.
Yeah.
The daughters are great, though. I always had a picture in the paper this morning, and one of them looks just like the mother, and one looks like the father. One looks like George. And you got to know they're dating. They're of age where they probably, I don't know their lives, but sexually active. It's just got to be odd for the guy that's with the one that looks like George W. I mean, you're feeling the pleasure of a sexual encounter, and you're looking at the president's face. It just kind of, and I know some Democrats would probably want to flip her over at that point. Give her the old get back at.
The old get back at. That's good.
Oh, man. It's just kind of, visually, it was a little odd for me.
Switching subjects, I'd like to offer up my services to you guys as, a marketing guy.
Oh,
I don't know what the Opie and Anthony marketing strategy is, if I can help out with any ads.
Well, now, your background is huge. His background is huge.
Okay.
On a Madison Avenue.
Yeah. I built an ad agency. We got a great firm called Deutsch. We've done, great commercials for clients, great corporate clients, and so I'm here with my services available. If you guys, in terms of strategic positioning or ad campaigns, one came to mind for me with Opie and Anthony. Chicks dig 'em, guys want to be 'em. I mean, that's kind of a...
Oh, hey,
I like that. Look at that.
I like that slogan.
That's more work than XM's done in a year.
Well, Jimmy will explain the marketing that has been done for the Opie and Anthony
I don't know if
program
we
thus
actually need help, because there's actually a campaign going on. If you drive through Philly and you make a left on South Street and you look at the stop sign, there's actually a WOW sticker. So, I mean, things are moving along well. And if you call and you request the show, they won't deny that it's on XM. So we're really...
Under the radar guerrilla marketing.
Not even any guerrilla marketing. We suggested that.
All kidding aside, we are so frustrated. I mean, there's been little to none as far as the marketing goes. And, we're getting invited to go on some of these big shows, and they're just assuming that's going to, put the show over the top.
See, I would think, honestly, if I'm in charge of XM, this obviously what Sirius has done brilliantly with Stern, they're using him to say, wow.
There you go.
You guys are a franchise. And it's a statement. Forget about, obviously, they're going to get your listeners, to buy XM, but it's a statement, because obviously satellite radio is the future radio. It's what cable TV was 20 years ago or 30 years ago. So strategically, I would use you guys, the same way if you're selling Chevrolet, you use the Corvette to sell it. It's the badge. So you guys are the badge of the brand, because you guys are the most well-known thing they have, and obviously have a tremendous following. So I'm surprised they wouldn't use you guys more.
Yeah, they're just kind of hiding us. I mean, we're still on a premium channel, which is at this... it's a joke at this point. It really is. I mean, we've proven ourselves that we don't have horns,
Yeah.
We had this reputation after the Sex for Sam thing, so I understand why the company and the car dealers, were a little nervous to have us on their platform, but we've proven ourselves in the first 3 or 4 months that we're not going to do anything that insane.
Yeah, but even from the car dealer's point of view, even if you guys, whatever you guys are going to do, it's not like the car dealer is endorsing you guys. He's selling a Mitsubishi or a Pontiac or something. You happen to be one channel on this, so... I think that the world's going to find itself. What I've always found, and I've done a lot of talking about the whole FCC thing and indecency thing, and in the end, the people vote. And, for instance, the product that you guys sell, people want, and it's going to find its way. And that's the way that line tends to get adjusted. So we're going through a little bit of a backlash time now, and it always has its way of, I feel, finding the middle, because the dollars rule. And, for instance, if you guys have the following that you have, that voice will eventually come out, and that kind of is that's the real arbiter at the end of the day.
What type of marketing would you do for this show? Like, if you would you do billboards? Like, what would be the best way to
TV
present
spot,
this show?
What would work
to the general population?
Interesting with you guys. I mean, obviously TV is still the most powerful medium, but with you guys, because your audience is obviously very young, and for the first time last year, they've done surveys that young people are spending more time on the net than TV. It's the first time ever. So I would just do a lot of really crazy stuff on the net, a lot of blog-type stuff, real underground stuff, and make it a movement, and almost create a movement, and the whole campaign would be about people are trying to keep Opie and Anthony away from you.
Right.
You know, stop the people who are stopping us kind of thing. And this kind of reverse, almost fun political campaign of, you know, we want Anthony and Opie, and basically have deprived viewers from all over the country saying, you know, people are not giving me my Opie and Anthony and I want it. And in a really fun, silly kind of
Are you going to bill us for this?
No, this is
free consultation.
I walk around the streets now going, you know, just giving it marketing advice.
I just like the way you two sneaks try to get free advice.
I know.
Interview them.
How would you advertise?
Next guest from the CPA firm.
You notice we had
we have some smart lawyers coming in.
We had a pen and pen in our hand.
Who should we contact on the internet?
We have some guys coming with actuarial tables tomorrow.
What?
I have a question. What is, if you had to pick one, what would you say is the most brilliant ad campaign you've seen for any product?
Of all time or recently? Or...
Yeah, of all time. That you would look at and just go, that is
I
the
think
zenith.
Overall, the Nike work, what they've done for the brand overall, it's not one commercial, but when you just think about where they've positioned that brand is, you know, in terms of just do it and just the whole essence of that brand, I think is great. I think the iTunes work recently, the iPod stuff.
Oh, that stuff is hot.
Right on the money.
Definitely.
I think a commercial we did last year for Coors, Wingman, is a really cool spot.
Oh, yeah. That was very good.
That came from your office?
That was our agency.
No kidding.
Our LA office.
Dude, he's a big star.
I know.
We got big clients, man. We got it's just so I think that there's always a lot of fresh work out there, but I actually think overall advertising has suffered recently as far as creativity because I just think as the economy has been tough the last few years, clients tend to hunker down and say, okay, no more of that creative stuff. Let's just, you know, hard
push
sell,
the
hard
product
sell.
and that's it.
And that's it. And you can understand that, but it goes away.
What about Mickey Rooney's ass?
Yeah, thank God we're not going to be seeing that on the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I want to be in that room. I always wonder when I watch commercials. I would pay attention.
They obviously banned that commercial from the Super Bowl.
7 guys, 50 people sitting around. Oh, you know, what should we do? You know, should we get Beyonce sing? I got it. Mickey Rooney's ass. And guys high-fiving each other. That's it.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant. That's a campaign I love. That Guinness, you know, the guys are brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really cool campaign.
You got any commercials showing up in the Super Bowl?
Last 5 years we've been on the Super Bowl. This year we're not on the Super Bowl.
No.
Just kind of worked out that way. But I actually think the Super Bowl is when advertisers act their stupidest. For some reason, it's gotten to the point of, and last year was indicative of that. We had farting horses, and I mean, you know, guys biting crotches. And for some reason, that day, advertisers say, okay, we've got to be more stupid and silly and outrageous. And they end up doing
we understand that, right?
Yeah, not that you guys would have any reference point.
Honestly, I thought the commercials last year were a lot of fun. They really were.
I actually think a lot of them missed because you end up doing. If I said to you, okay, there was a commercial.
I'm just saying a lot of fun.
You can't attach the product.
That's what my dad used to say all the time. It's like, well, the dog biting the guy in the crotch. What was the product? I honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah,
I would guess Budweiser because they did a lot of spots, but I don't know.
But like, even if I say like, you know, the "What's Up" commercial, and you go, okay, well, that's funny, but you can't even attach it to the beer, and I think that's what's missing with a lot of commercial, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Where's the Beef was a great one.
Who was that for?
Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's years ago.
Years ago.
Where's the old lady? Where's the beef?
Clara Pella, Where's the Beef?
Wow.
That was a well-known. Actually, what advertising works best is when it gets into lexicon. And Mondale used that in his successful presidential.
What's the lexicon mean?
Into the everyday culture.
No, I know, but neither one of them understood.
You ass.
Dude, we were nodding our heads. We can fake it.
Now, have you guys?
I drive a lexicon.
We don't like people to think that we're actually intelligent.
Now, how's things going?
We're doing a good job of hiding that then.
Since you guys have done the XM thing, have they been trying to curtail you in any of your?
No, not at all.
So you're just freewheeling now.
They've been really cool. Any restrictions we put on the show have been from us, just thinking, we'll, calm that down a little bit, try to move, cover this angle a little more.
We're still feeling it out.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure what it's all about.
The show's always grown also. It's like, if you look at what we did in Boston years ago when we first got together, it's
animals.
Completely different than what we were doing at WNEW on broadcast radio. And now this is just another evolution of what the show was morphing into anyway,
Well, it's interesting. Do you guys find, you're not 25 years old, you're still young guys, but you're not kids, you're not at college. I find that as an ad guy, as a creative guy over the years, the work that I've been involved in mirrors kind of where I am in life, that I'm, like it or not, I'm just less crazy now than when I was 26 years old, and the work reflects that. So do you guys find now that you're, around 40, whatever it is, versus 27, that you're just naturally doing different stuff?
Yeah,
No, we're still assholes.
We're still complete asses.
Right.
No, you do wind up doing different stuff. I don't know if it's so much more, calming down or anything. It's just, I'm not up till all hours drinking at 4 in the morning, but I think that's more because I have to get up early than me calming down. So, yeah, you do notice your sensibilities kind of change a little bit, and what you find. Not even so much what I still find the most immature things funny. Though I'm wondering if I'll ever grow out of that.
No,
but
hopefully not.
And seeing when a girl comes in here and takes her shirt off, and her lovely bosoms flop out of that bra, it still gives you that thrill.
Not that that's going to happen.
Rage.
Did you guys see one of my beautiful assistants, Stephanie?
I was wondering who that was.
Stephanie.
Gorgeous.
Stephanie.
Yeah, there's a little delay.
There's a delay, so in about 10 seconds you'll see her go, what?
Oh, what? There's my publicist touching. What do you do? Leave her alone. Stephanie, I was just telling her how beautiful you are out there. Oh,
now she's waving, see?
Now she's waving. Wow. And there's Adam also. Everybody's here.
She has a Heather Locklear look to her.
She's cute, isn't she? She's very, very good to what she does.
She's single? Does she have a gentleman friend? No.
Guys out there, she's single.
No, guys in here. I'm
she's single.
I'm lonely.
He's got eyes, Don. Donnie's got eyes, Jimmy.
We should get it. Turn around. She waved to her. She's.
Oh, I thought you want her to turn around. She's like a 10.
Yeah, she's adorable. Hey, she's adorable. Should we call her? Can we call her in? We're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, you can bring her in.
Steph, come on in.
Hey, knock on the window there, Jimmy.
Come on in.
Oh my God!
Come on in.
That face of horror she just put on.
Into the light.
Oh, she was not happy.
Come on in. These guys, I can't help it. They were looking out there, and they said, "Who's that beautiful girl? Come sit, share the seat."
There you go.
Share the seat.
How you
doing? What's
doing?
going on here?
Hey, how are you?
You're Donnie's assistant?
Yes. Glorified position.
Now, is that, I don't know what your background is as far as relationships go, but Donnie,
purely business. She's got a few assistants that help run the show, everything, and she's one.
You're gonna have to share that mic. I don't think I could hear you very well.
Yeah, get closer to her, Donnie.
Yeah.
There you go. you know you want to.
She's terrific. She's actually a former runner-up Miss Arkansas.
Wow. He hasn't made any phone calls offering to loofah you in the shower or no, nothing like O'Reilly.
Not yet. Thank goodness.
Wow, yeah, very, very attractive. You have a Heather Locklear quality to you.
Oh,
have you ever heard
you.
Have
You're
you ever
beautiful.
Heard that?
Absolutely.
No,
really? Wow.
It's more of a Ruth Buzzy thing.
Ruth Buzzy.
Wow.
All you Ruth Buzzy fans out there.
I met her
I
on
don't
a
know
plane
who
and
that
got an
is,
autograph.
and that's probably for the best.
Wait, her face or her voice?
I'm kidding.
Of course he's kidding, Opie.
Well, I wasn't sure. Whatever. Okay.
What's a day like with Donnie? A little difficult?
It's crazy. We're at the ad agency, and then we're at CNBC, and, Donnie has a book coming out, so I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I do whatever he needs me to do.
Yeah.
To an extent.
To an extent, of course. But it's kind of odd that you would get a guy that's in one business, like the whole Madison Avenue thing, and then also television. It's like two completely different animals, and you got to hold this whole thing together?
Yeah, I've got to keep him organized. Got to keep that calendar together, keep him on time, keep him, as organized as he can be because he's a busy man. He has a lot going on.
He certainly does.
I've never heard her say such nice things about me.
Really?
She's talking like she literally abuses me during the day. It's really.
He warrants it, though, right? You can tell.
She just found his bank statement.
You have a very lovely smile.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's talking to Donnie.
I never looked at Jimmy got so reserved.
Jimmy.
Oh, he gets all shy.
She's a nice girl.
Well, Jimmy gets awkward around really pretty girls. Jimmy's got this thing going. He doesn't have much hair on his body, and he gets self-conscious about it.
No, chicks like that.
No, look. There's no hair.
It's just a couple
wispy.
of wispy hairs.
Chicks dig that.
Feel how wispy the hair is.
Jimmy, would you let her just touch your arm?
What a complete ass.
That's interesting. That's a hair. I haven't seen too many hair.
It is very hairless.
I should be walking out of a spaceship with my body. I'm a disgrace.
What is Private Pile doing in here with a camera?
Oof.
What? You really are getting a Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket look to you.
You're an odd guy.
That's Martini Steve. He works for us, and he's absolutely insane at this point.
I actually had the guy, Vincent D'Onofrio, on my show who was the single worst interview I have had.
Really?
Talking to Mike, they're going nuts.
He would never. I had the guy who played that character, Vincent D'Onofrio, on my show. Great actor, bad interview though.
Really difficult, or just
head down kind of thing.
Can't get anything out of him.
Yeah, nothing.
How were we? Were we?
You guys were great.
Kind of average. What?
You guys were
below out.
It was a great interview. And
wow, look at that.
The CNBC guys were worried. The lawyers didn't want to have you on because you guys just we're gonna have to beep everything and blah blah blah.
Isn't that weird? That whole
we
thing
have the worst reputation.
But they afterwards go, wow, that was great, man. And they were like, they were just great. I mean, it was really...
My family doesn't even get it. They put me on 7-second delay at Thanksgiving. They think I'm just going to, hey, Grandma, where's the effing turkey?
But here's the thing. Here's what's not surprising. Yeah, you guys do bits. You're human beings outside of here where you can have discussions about life and women.
Wow. And you actually understand that. That's the first time I've ever heard that.
You don't walk on the street farting and cursing. I mean, this is not tough to figure out, you know?
So when is our interview airing?
Sometime next couple of weeks. They kind of slot stuff in. We'll
let
give you guys a heads up.
Will you let us know?
Yeah, I'll send you a tape, too. So
Thank you.
All right.
Donnie, I have an advertising question for you. Like, our friend Steve here wants to get into the business. What would he be good at advertising besides apartments in Chelsea?
What would he be good at in the business?
Yeah, because he's got his own vibe, his own look.
Looks like a mailroom kind of guy, you know.
Ooh.
A mailroom?
Well, you know, that's
M-A-L-E room.
Dude, when is that hair going to grow in? I just decided that. I decided that it's just horrific.
Now, can you be straight with that hair?
What? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, what do you think is going on, Donnie? He had to come in and dye his hair blonde like that.
Yep. Well, the young kids today who like the rock and roll, I hear they do that a lot. So I don't know. That's not necessarily...
the kids.
You know, that's kind of like a wacky, crazy, let's pile in a phone booth kind of thing.
It was an impulsive move, and I've been regretting it ever since the 5 seconds after I took the bag with the solution off my head.
Yeah,
so I'm waiting for it to
Our
grow
Bud
in.
Dwyer made a better impulsive move.
Our office is in Chelsea.
And
you'd be very popular walking down the street with that haircut.
And you're not regretting it because you would have just shaved it all off.
I'm waiting for the little specks of brown to grow back in, just so I can...
He's holding the dye out. Now get back. Someone's going to get hurt. Don't dye your hair, Bud. Don't dye your hair.
Don't feel bad. A lot of people think Donnie's gay. A lot
Really?
of people. They actually just assume that he is. They're
They
like,
don't
oh, you're...
assume. Well, I get some... Here's the thing. This is amazing.
Because he's a good-looking guy and he's in shape.
Exactly it.
That's
You're
what
good-looking
happens.
The baby teeth.
If you're in shape, people automatically... And you dress not like a complete idiot, people assume that. I kind of crack up at it. I kind of like it. That means I'm a good-looking guy. Right?
There you go.
That's it.
Believe me, a lot of guys feel bad when gay guys don't come on to them.
Well, I don't want them to coming on to me.
I do.
You know? I don't want to be on everybody's dance card. It's not that kind of thing, you know.
If you're not biting a pillow by midnight, you're feeling a little bad about yourself. That's what I've noticed. Very good, Steve. What do you... Isn't that funny? The highlighter is the same color as his head. Like he highlighted his whole head. You can just talk about this, guys.
Right.
But you obviously like it. You could get rid of it, like in a day.
Oh, I'm getting rid of it.
Yes. If you want to see how to get rid of it, watch Full Metal Jacket. 25 minutes in. It's a fine way to fix that hairdo.
Stay out of
Sit on the toilet.
He comes in with a new look every day, Donnie.
Me love you long, long time.
Every day. Do you really have $200 million in the bank?
Wow. Yeah, more than that, actually, probably, you know.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Is he for real? It says Donnie Deutsch, last of the Madison Avenue Wildmen, has got a $200 million bank account. Jesus.
Yeah, we sold our company a few years ago, got a big payday, and a kid from Queens made good, you know. It just proved you don't have to be smart to make a lot of money. That's
fantastic,
my big theory,
man.
What was the biggest purchase you ever did? Just like, I'm doing great with my career and my life, I'm going to go out and splurge.
I'm not a big toys guy. It's interesting. My accountant, everybody, he kept saying to me like a year after I sold the agency, I had this big windfall. People keep asking me, what's Donnie doing with all that money? Nothing. I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I used to do advertising for Publishers Clearinghouse, you know, the Prize Patrol and really $10 million. And they always stayed in touch with all the people that won the $10 million prize. And the only people that ended up happy were the people that kept their lives the same. They kept working, whatnot. Maybe they obviously took care of their kids for college. The people that all screwed up their lives were the people who said, okay, I'm not working anymore and this and that. I'm going to do this and that. And so nothing's changed. I mean, it's, you know, there's one luxury I find about having a lot of money. It's that you don't worry about money anymore, which is a big one. Because in life, there's family and there's love and there's health and money. And that's what you worry about. So you take one
hot
off the
chicks.
But you take it off the table. Other than that,
do you ever get shot down by a girl? I would just carry a copy of my bank statement. And if a girl just said no, I'd go, ha ha, stupid, and walk away from her.
Well, I do get from time to time, like girls that I dated in my early 20s and stuff like that, they'll go like, Jesus, I was such an idiot in terms of whatnot. But, yeah, money does... It's interesting. I have this discussion. I'm happily married. I have a beautiful wife.
Oh, you're married?
Yeah, beautiful wife. Beautiful assistant. You know, it's kind of a theme here. And I often say to her, not that she's not in love with me, but if I met her, maybe I was a school teacher, she might not have fallen in love with me. It's part of who you are, is your success and your power and stature.
It does become who you are, part of who you are.
You don't want somebody who's with you just because of that. But no, would she be in love with me? Probably not. That doesn't mean she's not in love with me and she didn't fall in love with me for other reasons.
Oh, that's how Jim thinks.
I'm a stand-up comic for one reason. The drunk chick at the end of the night, hopefully in the car, that found me slightly amusing and overlooked my misshapen torso.
Right.
Believe me, I'm like, it feels like I'm only doing this because you're fighting. Please, before you finish. Thank you.
I have a theory. Everything, and I talked to Trump about this. That I have a book coming out actually, and one of the chapters is it's all about women. That everything we do in life, guys, is at the end of the day to get women.
Wow.
Everything we do is to make us more attractive. And like, what's the point of...
You nailed it, and it's not about money or a good career. I mean, even the guy that's working in a garage, I mean, the same freaking thing. At the end of the day...
It's about how do you get the chicks, man.
Yeah. Very Freudian, actually. Freud, it's about the whole...
I really believe that. Yeah. Everything we do is done so somehow we are more attractive to the same sex, opposite sex, whatever your persuasion. I think it's very primal and very raw.
That's all animals. We're all animals.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I think cavemen wanted the shiniest stick that could beat up the other caveman so he could get the hot cave woman.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the whitest hair on your head.
Yeah, exactly.
The yellowest, highlighted like color hair on your head.
Sure.
Maybe that gets the women.
Maybe you live by the airport, and if there's a power outage, you want planes to be able to land, so you can stand there with that awful blonde thing on your skull.
Poor Steve, man.
He's the worst.
He is probably dying it in the studio right now.
Oh, did you see our intern out there?
Yeah, I love this. Is the world upside down? You got all you guys dressed t-shirts, jeans, and you got the intern in the goddamn suit, man.
The intern, he's pretty new.
Okay,
guy Noah, new kid here.
Go get Noah.
And he is a go-getter. This kid's coming in as an intern on this show in this suit. Look at him. He looks like he's working at a law firm.
Look how Noah. What was the thinking when you got up in the morning and you said, "Okay, I'm going to put on this nice." Whatever.
It's a really nice suit, right,
It is
Donnie?
a nice suit.
Anthony and I wouldn't know.
By the way, he's got that little Gucci belt thing working there.
Yep. Look at that.
A Gucci belt.
Gucci belt.
He definitely comes from some cash.
Noah, what's the thought on the suit? Because I package people, marketing, and everything like that. So what was the thing? Because you're branding yourself, obviously.
Yeah.
So what statement were you trying to make?
I guess I'm trying to make good impression.
But I would argue if I was managing your career, I'd say, okay, you want to fit in. Basic thing, for instance, if I go to work, I'm going to work at give a bad example. I go to work in a gas station, and I want to fit in. I'm probably putting on some overalls and grease. I'm not showing up in a Gucci belt. So I could use the same logic here that you want to fit in, so why you dress like that?
I like to stand out.
Good answer.
Oh, so he's making it's not only, look, I'm a professional, and I'm willing to dress the part, but I want the attention focused on me a little more.
Exactly.
Show him the shoes. Noah.
Okay.
He's got the Brunos.
Bruno Mali shoes.
Yeah, he's working it.
He's an intern.
Definitely working.
I'm assuming the intern pay scales are not huge here, so there's probably some other income streams coming in. What does your dad do?
My dad, he runs a truck dealership in Philadelphia.
Truck dealership.
He's got a lot of money.
Yeah,
owns it. Okay.
Oh, he owns it. Holy
so is there
crap.
there's not like a crooked nose thing there, is it?
That's what.
No, a nice Jewish boy. No, obviously.
Hey, Donnie, do you read body language?
Yeah.
Here's another one of our interns.
Here's the other end of the spectrum.
Here's the other end of the spectrum. His arms folded. He's in his Metallica shirt and winter hat that has the Metallica logo. What is he trying to say?
He's in a three-piece suit. I haven't shaved in a week.
Right. Yeah. Now, if these two guys go out and they're looking for chicks, he's getting laid.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Depends on where they go. If they go to a bar on Wall Street, Noah's picking up. He's getting booted.
You ain't getting
no offense, Danny. I mean, you got great cheeks, but he's much better dressed.
I never said I dress like this every day. So
wait, you showed up in a a velvet coat the first time?
A velvet blazer.
Guys, we have an in-house focus group here. Why don't we ask Princess Stephanie? Two guys. You're because you're similar age. You guys are late 20s or something.
Mid.
Take
21.
So you're in a bar. Let's say it's an open bar where all types come in. And these two guys...
Like the Mos Eisley Space Base bar.
These two guys kind of come up to you. And they're both good-looking young dudes and whatnot. And he's got kind of the biker, the Colin Farrell knit hat pulled down. And here we got the Gucci belt. Which way are you going?
Girls always like the bad boys. So I think I would have to go, with my man here.
Yes.
In the Metallica shirt.
Honestly, I don't think he'd be interested anyway if you went for him.
Wow, some accusations being made.
Around the studio. I think Danny definitely has a problem with.
Oh, don't judge a man by his Gucci belt now.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't judge a guy by his knee pads.
Guy's a sharp
No,
dresser.
they're jealous, man. They're jealous, man. That's what straight guys do when they can't compete with like a slick dude. Oh,
That's
he's gay.
true.
Any guys with, he's gay. Don't take that.
Let me
man.
see your. Let me see your hands. Put your hand. Look at his nails are nicely clipped.
Well, I will say one thing, though. I was with a friend's daughter the other night. She's 18. We're out for dinner, and she was talking about her boyfriend, and the mother was making jokes that she thinks the boyfriend's maybe gay. And I said, well, why does your mom think that? She says, well, he waxes his eyebrows. I said, ding, ding, we have a winner. I mean, you're waxing your eyebrows, man. That's the telltale sign. I mean, not necessarily manicure, but that to me pretty much is
that a lot of the guys picked up on that metrosexual thing where they feel now it's fine to do a lot of things that only gay guys did to look better as a heterosexual guy.
Like Anthony doesn't shave his package.
Anthony doesn't shave his package. No,
what you do?
Yeah, we went over this. I keep it clean down there.
That's a generational thing.
Jesus,
the young guys today. That's that grooming.
Well,
genital grooming.
Do you trim it with I trim with scissors. I don't shave. I don't have to shave. A little trim.
Yeah, there have been trims done, of course. Of course. There's been trims done, but you're not getting the razor out and going down to skin in any area.
No. Anthony's also packing,
but it doesn't look like it doesn't look like a 70s porno movie.
You guys, you know.
Yeah. We had it happened in north of Massachusetts, north of Boston that one day.
Boston somewhere.
I didn't
that was our younger days.
I didn't see it, and I didn't want to see it, but it was just a reaction that the girls gave when
girls were walking out of
Anthony
a bar.
was behind this van showing everybody.
A bunch of girls walked out of a bar that was having a male strip show happen inside of it. We were doing a gig.
Explain a little further. Okay, thank you.
No, I was saying we were doing a gig at the bar next door.
Well, it was like a mall of bars. It was a weird concept they had
doesn't
up there.
Need a huge explanation
of
the parking lot size and everything else, so I'm just running through it pretty quickly.
Okay.
There was a bar we were doing a gig at, next door bar, girls in it, watching guys dance. They all come out and they're all frothed up and, you know, there's no guys, you know, they don't leave with them. You know, so a bunch of these girls leave, go into the parking lot, we're in the parking lot, and with their inimitable Boston accents, the girls went, "Show us your cock." Like,
we didn't know what they were saying. We thought they were saying
car.
Yeah, we thought it was
car. What?
And we're walking by.
Yeah, mine's parked over there. Your cock. So we had a few, and we wanted to make a trade-off. Go, yeah, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. All of a sudden, we turned into 6-year-olds in the backyard, in the shed, playing doctor.
Not turned into, they were.
Yes, it was a little inappropriate. Her name was Jean Bonnet, okay? And we walked out, and
they were impressed.
It was, and then it was, the Zip and Opie was around the other side of the van.
I was in the front of the van talking to a couple girls, and Anthony goes, "You want to see it? You want to see it? All right." So he walks to the back of the van with about 4 or 5. I mean, there was I don't know, at least 10 of them, and all I hear from the front of the van is, "Wow!"
It was all a timing issue. It was all timing.
There was no shrinkage, in other words.
There was no shrinkage, and perhaps it was even starting to think forward at me going to be seeing her parts.
Well, she was also really drunk, so you could have stuck a Heineken bottle just coming out of your shorts.
It's green.
Right. Then Ben went over, they would have been like, "What's he doing? He's drinking out of it."
So I went into panic mode because I know they're coming after me next.
Right.
You know, because that's what it was all about. I'm like, oh, my God. So I'm working the area. I'm like, oh, man. and they came, toward me. I'm like, I have nothing going on. I'm a shower. No, I'm not a shower. I'm a grower.
He backed out.
I backed out.
Out of it, yeah.
Dude,
girls were very disappointed.
I was hung like an acorn at that moment. There was nothing going on.
The girls were very disappointed.
So I'm like, no. And then the girl that was getting married, that slob, she lifted up something and everything fell toward earth.
Yeah. It wasn't a fair trade-off.
No, not at all.
I didn't get the better part of that deal, that's for sure.
Hey, guys, I'm going to jump out. I got to go to work.
Yep, you're a busy guy. We understand.
I appreciate you having me
we were
on.
doing a radio show. I thought we were just hanging out.
I want to get you guys on the show again, all right?
Really?
So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Are you just saying that?
Well, because we didn't really piss off the lawyers, so we got to get you
I
guys
know.
back.
Now I feel a little disappointed that we didn't annoy the lawyers.
Yeah, we'll get it back. But, hey, guys, congratulations. Continued success on the show, man.
Thank you, Donnie.
It was great.
The Big Idea starts Monday on CNBC.
10 o'clock.
I think it's going to be a good show, man.
Thanks, guys.
I really do.
Check it
Rock
out.
and roll.
All right,
Thanks,
and goodbye
I'm
to
gonna
the
look at a
beautiful
picture with
assistant.
Donnie.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, go take a picture, Jimmy.
Good time,
I gotta
guys.
get my camera and get a shot.
All right, there he goes, Donnie Deutsch.
Take it easy, man.
Look at him off to make more money. I love that guy.
He's all right. He was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just one of those, the term would be a man's man. Look at his assistant.
You bend down and pick that up.
She turned around right when we were gawking at her.
I know.
And then you got to give her the awkward smile and wave.
Danny, drop something in front of her.
What's she going to do?
Nah, it's too late now. She just
Drop something in front of her. Your hog.
She put her coat on, so it's over. It's over, Johnny. All right, why don't we take a little break?
Jimmy's taking pictures. Is he taking pictures with the girl, too? Or?
No.
There you go.
No, he just wants a celebrity photo.
Yep.
Ben, here's
go.
your chance to abuse him. He's not in here.
No, he's just funny. He's like, wow, I gotta get my camera.
He loves taking pictures.
Take a
with
picture
people.
with the blonde, too, Jimmy, no? No? All right.
No, she's not famous.
No.
All right.
We gotta stop getting him against that. We gotta start taking him this way.
Hey, talking to the microphone, genius.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Wow,
Ben,
Ben.
you got some confidence
You
right
really
now.
smashed my fat
I like
face.
you. I like you, Ben.
Yeah,
You
for
got
you.
balls. This is for you, huh?
Wow, very good.
You're going to take that, Jimmy.
Don't we have that clip today?
Gossip. His whole family's gossips.
I'm a helmet. I'm a helmet, not an anteater, by the way. People are asking.
Very good.
We gotta stop taking the pictures facing the window because they come out a little bit
I
lighter.
said that a long time ago.
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay.
Hence the shades. Rob?
Did you hear the breathing?
Oh, who, on John Merrick, the producer?
I was sitting here. I just wanted everyone to be quiet for a second, and Ben is...
Oh, that was you?
That was Ben.
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were breathing so loud.
Oh, I thought that was the caller.
Hello, my name
Hey,
is
Rob.
Ben Sparks. I'm very pleased to meet you.
What's up, Rob?
I'm not an animal. I'm a herky-jerky.
Go ahead, Rob.
What's up?
Hey.
You guys are great.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
We're great unless we're taking phone calls.
Glad to hear the show.
Thanks, man. Anything
It's,
else?
Opie.
Yeah.
Opes.
Yeah.
Gotta ask you a question, man.
Go ahead.
Did you, Opie?
Yeah.
My cell phone's terrible. I have to call you tomorrow.
He's right here. He can hear you.
Go, Rob.
Go. Ask.
I love your show, and I thought Donnie was going to be a bomb. Great guest, good call.
He was a lot of fun. I want him back, man. The guy's really intelligent and gets how this...
You guys know your shit. When you bring somebody on, it's a good call. I really enjoyed it. You'll still be listening.
All right, thank you, Rob.
Thank you, sir.
No, Donnie gets what this is all about. That was a lot of fun.
He's one of those guys that could sit down and just hang out.
See, I like that.
That's what
I
you
like
wanna
when we
do.
get in that mode with guests where you forget you're even on the radio. You're just hanging
Yeah.
and talking and just...
$100 million.
$200 million.
Yeah, but he
bank
casually
account.
goes, I think it's even more than that.
$2 million.
Can you imagine?
Of course, he's making interest every second on that.
His assistant is so hot.
Yeah.
What would I have to... Where would I take her?
Oh.
She hangs out with a guy who's worth almost $250 million.
Anywhere. You know his life is private jets, cruise ships that he just books for him and just his party in the Mediterranean.
Let's get buddy-buddy with the guy.
We should.
Believe me, you think I don't want some help on this mortgage I'm working on? Donnie, please.
Give me a bag of shells for him.
Pat from Munaki never called in.
Dude, we got a leak.
Where are you going?
Well, leak.
Yeah, leak.
I was leaking from my mouth. A bunch of eggnog. Hey, what? Oh, another crash.
Are you referring to puke, Anthony?
A little puke. Eggnog.
Wait a minute. Before we go to break, where's our producer Ben Sparks? Where's the herky jerky man?
Look for the bobbing yellow head. We should make him paint his head yellow just so he's like one of those little things.
It's Ben.
Yeah.
Hurricane Ben.
Love it.
It's Ben.
Ben, Are we going to get tickets to the Super Bowl for one of our fine listeners? That's something we just have to do.
All right.
Because we have to bring back the chowder contest.
Ah, chowder. I'm sure Pat will show up for that.
We need another puking contest for a trip to the Super Bowl. That should be a no-brainer for a big company like XM, no?
Clam chowder, seafood. Seafood, eat food.
Super Bowl of chowder.
In the groove. Opie and Anthony. Do some push-ups, fatty. This is the best show ever. The Opie and Anthony Show.
The virus is out. I repeat, the virus is out.
Opie and Anthony. The virus is spreading. XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony. XM 202.
Damn it, we wanted that audio. We never got that audio of the dirty bomb. Our old pal, Mayor Menino, talking about the dirty bomb in Massachusetts.
There were reports of a dirty bomb.
What an ass.
Ben's friends still searching for the terrorists. Thank God they're on the job.
Well, get them, folks. The A-team for alcoholics.
We need one more update from Ben. I'm sure he's in constant contact with his Boston friends. Let's see if they're getting close to the Chinese terrorists and the dirty bomb.
Oh, he's instant messaging people and herking and jerking. Clapping.
Hey, let's go to Toronto today. Rick, what's up?
Oh, Jimmy.
Rick?
Can you give it up and just go home? Did you have a Steve alarm go off in the house last night? You just couldn't cut the
house
grade today?
What's the problem with Jimmy?
Jimmy just had a killer line just now.
Jimmy's been cracking me up all day.
Oh, he's been putting me to sleep all day. I have to keep slapping myself in the face to wake up to catch these guys.
Now, you know who you want to slap in the face is your mother for raising you in such a faggoty, no military-having country, you Canadian jizz bucket. Your country stinks, you're second in the United States, and you're wannabes. All you do is let cowards from the military flood in. You produce nothing. You have shitty medical care. Your whole country is garbage, except for Paul and Carla.
Except for Paul and Carla.
I know you don't know who they are, stupid. Your dumb, faggoty Midwestern accent. About in house.
Go home.
About in house.
Go home.
Home. Go home.
I'm not kidding, man. I'm serious.
I know you're not kidding, and I don't care.
A sharp-dressed intern that would be glad to take your place today.
How does it feel, faggot, that you can't even get XM legally because you're stupid? The FCC and your garbage, second to us country, won't allow this type of programming. How does that feel? That you have to illegally get XM satellite radio? You jizz bucket in a second-rate nation? No, you gave us no help in the Iraq war. Your country is worthless.
Well,
you're worthless. You're a nation of cowards.
I wouldn't have.
Of course you wouldn't have. You're a nation of cowards. You want to ride the back of the United States and then not help us like men when we need you.
Oh, please.
That's good. What are you, a fat girl in 1988? Oh, please. Is that the best you can do to defend your country? Faggot bunch of cowards. Didn't help us when we needed, and you wanted part in the Reconstruction.
Oh, we don't want nothing to do with the Reconstruction.
Yes, you did, stupid.
Halliburton's got it all tied up, buddy.
Oh, really? Really? Halliburton? What do you know about Halliburton? Your faggoty prime minister was begging for help. They wanted to be involved with the Reconstruction, and we said no.
Oh, please. You said no.
Stop saying police again, fat chick in the 80s.
Back straight, man.
Stop saying police.
Come back in tomorrow. Maybe you got something for a change.
The only thing you have in Toronto is a big needle, which your mother should squat thrust over. That's what your whole city is known for. A bunch of bikes. Of course he hung up. Of course he hung up. Ugh.
You know, I'm starting to agree with Washington. I think you need some sensitivity training.
My God.
Oh, just a Canadian. Ugh.
Jimmy, don't forget, the agenda's right here when we go to Washington.
Oh, about, go about.
Tuesday, 1:30 to 4:30. Human resources sensitivity training for little Jimmy Norton.
Not happening.
It's right there, dude. It's
not happening.
It's part of the agenda.
Really? Well, there's going to be a little fire set at the complex. And as we all run out, I'll just run to the train station. Maybe I'll take a train to Canada. Yuck.
Dude, Eric
Pat
Logan.
from Canada.
House.
House.
Dude, Eric Logan set up the agenda, and he feels like you need sensitivity training. Sexual harassment, human resources.
Sexual harassment? Who do I harass?
Yeah, who is he harassed?
No, you haven't harassed anyone, but you got to watch the films and stuff.
Not watch them.
Films?
Yeah,
what
the films?
Not watch them.
Huh? Well,
nope.
Politically correct drivel. Again, that's the type of stuff that in Canada you can't even have like racist programming. They edit the content, and I mean not as far as language, but as far as you can't make fun of certain things because they are borderline communist.
Right.
They are socialist,
Yes.
and they're borderline communist. It's a garbage country.
would have been taken over by someone if we weren't sitting just to the south for
dude,
years.
They make me nauseous on such a base level.
What
I
an
can't tell
easy
you.
target Canada would be if we weren't sitting here.
Dude, a little known fact: we owned Montreal. It was part of
Montreal.
It was part of America for like a day, and then we didn't want it.
This is what I hate about those.
We didn't want it.
Who wants it?
Did you know that it was part of the United States a long time ago?
At some point.
But we just give it back to them?
Pretty much.
Yeah, they all sound like homos. Take it.
So frozen tundra.
I've done the Montreal Comedy Festival a couple times, and I do the Nasty Show, and it sells out. It's a 600-seat theater, 13 shows sell out.
They got a great sense of humor up there.
Because they're starved for any type of
Thank you.
entertainment
That's exactly
a little
what it is.
edgy.
Yep, they're repressed.
Dude, I went there a couple times too, and they're a great audience for comedy.
Yeah, they stink, and their strip clubs are overrated, and every chick down there stinks.
All right, now you're getting crazy.
No, I'm not. I
the
believe
women of Montreal are beautiful.
Ugh, overrated. Overrated.
No way. I think they're hotter than
Overrated.
a lot of the women you see walking around New York City.
Nah.
Definitely.
Dude, I've been there.
So what are we going to say to ELO about this these meetings
Nothing.
and the agenda?
That
and
we're
stuff?
not going.
Yeah, why even acknowledge it? Just don't do it.
We say that we're not going.
But they have a whole schedule. People are going to be sitting in conference rooms waiting for us to show up.
Let them sit. Let them sit.
Yep.
Unless we all want to draw straws, and the one that loses has to go and represent the entire show. But it ain't going to be me. I'll tell you one thing. In-room movies, room service. That's who I'm meeting with. I'm meeting with the wonderful person at the door with the cart.
Then why are we going there? We have to
Room
go down
service.
We have to go down there and kind of like, get
I'll have a meeting right
some
after the
synergy
show.
with some of these people, and we have to get some FaceTime with some of these people.
I won't have synergy or FaceTime.
Yeah.
I'm having a meeting after the show with a couple of people that are very involved with the future of this program. Anyone else? Bye. See ya.
Well, Army wants in on this really fast. Army the trucker. Go ahead, Army.
Yeah, sensitivity for others, consideration for others training. Give me a break. Oh, what kind of garbage is this?
I'll tell you what,
This stuff is weakening our country. It's making us a country of pussies.
I
don't think so,
dude,
man.
it's more thought policing by the left.
Yep.
That's all. It's more thought. And again, if you're sexually harassing somebody at work, you should be fired. But don't try to cut me off at the pass. I was raised right.
Well, it's corporate BS that they want us to go through.
Because these corporate scumbags have been protecting people who make money for the company, who sexually harass their secretaries, so they protect the guys that make the money. All right, man. They protect these guys, and then they make the rest of the people in the corporation suffer because they got sued because they overprotected the guys they should have fired.
Well, dude, I don't want to deal with the whole ELO thing. Someone else has got to deal with the phone call saying that...
I'll deal with it. Not going. Click.
That this agenda is way out of hand, and...
Yep.
Well, I don't really care about the sensitivity training because I don't see Anthony and my name next to that part of this agenda.
No, I just see us on Monday with 19 hours of of meetings.
All the way to 9:30 at night. That ain't happening. We'll cut a few of these things out, but, we will get some FaceTime with some of the people down there and, and talk about how to make this show better.
I'm drooling on my pillow by 9:30.
Yeah.
I will not be sitting in a meeting or having dinner or talking to institutional investors or automotive people.
All right.
Context of show in automobile.
Let's say hi to ELO.
It's ELO.
Eric?
How are you?
Hi, Eric.
How you doing,
Mr.
Eric?
Logan, how are you?
Jimmy?
Pleasure to speak with you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm tired, actually. I'm very
Hey,
cranky.
listen, I wanted to just let you know that I really appreciate all the help you're giving us. We actually are applying for our Canadian license as we speak with the Canadian government. So,
are you really?
Yes.
Please, good. You'll get it.
No, I think the last 15 minutes will go a long way in communicating our support for the Canadians and how we can be in business with them.
Hence the sensitivity.
I apologize. I wasn't being very sensitive.
Yeah, I mean that's the 1:30 on Tuesday. So
1:30 on Tuesday, meeting with Canadians.
Yes.
Yeah, actually,
I'm coming with a Maple Leafs jersey on.
If you don't mind, I'm going to strike the HR sensitivity training. I'm just going to put Canadian sensitivity training.
I have to apologize to the Prime Minister, but I have to do it through a hole in a buddy booth. That stupid country stinks.
So, Eric,
set fire to it.
Eric, obviously Norton has a little problem meeting with human resources and talking about sexual harassment and sensitivity training.
I don't know. I mean, it's just really, honestly, just company policy. I mean, everybody has to go through it. I mean, you don't have to be involved. You could just sit there and watch the videos, and there's a little test at the end of it that you have to fill out.
Test?
That you saw it, and you have to it's kind of a quiz, and they have some questions on there that says things to the effect of, it's like, if somebody approached you in the hallway and said this.
Scenarios.
I can't tell you what the questions are, obviously, but I mean, it's, you get the point. You have to kind of test out of the class because for people who don't, they have to go back through it again because it's something that, corporate America makes us do. So.
Well, here's how you know I'm doing the test. After the video of the sexual harassment, you guys can turn the lights on, and when you see a powerful tent in the front of my pants, you'll know I passed.
Well,
okay, and the answer to every question is throw her against the wall and take what's yours.
Grid, but I'm sure we can work that out.
So, so can we cut down?
And by the way, guys, I apologize on the agenda too. 5:30 I had checked in. You guys are getting here on Sunday, so that was a typo on my behalf. I apologize.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
And also, how come, and I'm not trying to throw my friends in the barrel, but none of the other guys had to go through sensitivity training.
Well, they did. They came down. I don't know where you were. I think you were on the road or something before the show started.
I know we talked to Human Resources for a little while.
I sat in hours of meetings when we were down there.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they were for.
Yeah,
Are you telling me I actually sat through that?
Passed out completely in the meeting.
Was that the one in the big conference room?
That was the one in the big conference room, yes.
Well, there's no way I'm sitting in a 3-hour meeting with a woman from human. I can't have. Who am I going to sexually harass? There's all guys up here.
Well, Jimmy, look, it's slated for 3 hours. You just need to calm down. Is what you need to do.
I'm very calm.
No, you're not.
What am I going to do?
You're out of your mind.
Am I going to look at the mule of the guy who runs the Broadway channel in the restroom? What am I going to do?
Jimmy,
I'm being sensitive.
Jimmy, it's only 3 hours at the most. Again. I will cut some of the stuff out. Try to get you out of here by 4, and you can catch the 4:10, and you can be back in New York by 7:30.
Can't happen. Well, what can happen, though, is she can come here. She's more than welcome to come here and follow me around while I do my spots and wait in the car for me, and then I can talk to her as I'm driving from the cellar to stand-up New York.
All right, well, you know what, Jimmy, we should talk offline, because, you and I really have to hammer this out. This is just, it's something that has to happen. Everybody goes through this.
Not happening.
It's got to happen.
Can't happen.
Why not?
Because I don't subscribe to it. I think it's more thought policing, and I think that the guilty should be fired immediately, and I'm guilty of nothing, and I don't sexually harass people. I'm a pig on the air, and I'm a pig off the air, but not in the office. I ignore everybody in the office.
And what's the whole sensitivity training as far as Norton goes?
Well, really what it is just to kind of understand
where
personal boundaries are and what's considered over the line. And it's not as much about content on the show. It's just behavior in the corporate workplace. And since, we want to get you guys more integrated down here, as you know, Jimmy, and bring you down, we just need to make sure we're really clear about where the lines are. We've had... we've had people go through this, and we're launching the baseball channel, and we're putting our baseball athletes. Kevin Kennedy's going through this, and we all got to do it.
Are they going to sit down for sensitivity training?
Of course.
So people know that they shouldn't shoot steroids and then be a hero to children. Maybe they could sit in the meeting with them. Me and Giambi could sit there and chit chat for a little while. And I'll tell you where the line is. It's right under my belt, and it's in the form of a zipper, and I'll take it out and show any gal who wants to see it.
You're making my point, Jim. I understand your angst about this, but
it's not even angst. I'm a gentleman off the air. I treat people respectfully, and I will not be put through any type of silly corporate training when I've done nothing to merit it except be a fine fellow.
I just want to be able to tape this meeting and throw it on the air.
There's no way I'm leaving after everybody else. It's an impossibility.
I don't know. We can tape it, Opie. It's a great idea. It'd probably be a good thing for everybody to kind of understand. It's not as bad as you think it is. It really is not.
It's horrendous on every level. I'm giving up 2 nights of stand-up to be down there to begin with, which I can't afford to, so I'm trying to make a tape for the Tonight Show.
Right.
I'm not going to give up 3 more hours, get on a train later, and then come home by myself like an ass.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to some lady who's got shorter hair than most ladies should in human resources.
Well, you guys can discuss this, but I have a problem with the number of meetings that we're in.
Well, listen, and also just understand something. I know I got a message from Ben about the Ram dinner that night, with the 15 people. Everybody who's coming, even though it says 30 people, it's broken out into markets. So we will have, that'll be done within 2 hours for sure.
You do understand you're saying the word hours?
Yeah, no, I know. 60 minutes. So it's like 120, possibly 140, 145 minutes, kind of, if you want to go by the minute. I just thought we'd just do hours.
Will you go to that, Jimmy?
Yeah, dinner, of course I'll eat. And then maybe we could cover the sensitivity training. Maybe I could just stand naked and Gloria Allred could come in and point at my genitals and go, dirty, dirty, dirty.
Could happen. Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
You know I love you, right?
And it's very mutual.
I mean, seriously, you know I love you.
Yes, I'm very fond of you.
Okay, and you know that there's no way in hell I'd make you sit through 3 hours sensitivity training.
No, of course not, because I'll be on the train or I'll be in New York. I'll be in New York.
Opie, you can tell him.
He so got you.
Oh.
He so got you.
Oh.
I sat in my office yesterday, and because Jimmy was like, "What are we doing? What are we doing?" So I figured, "What the hell? I'll make an agenda."
We so got him.
Oh my God.
Do you know? And I'm going to be really honest with you. At first I'm like, this is a joke.
I was sure it was a joke.
I'm walking home yesterday, and I'm like, this is not a joke. This is because corporate America is so God damn it. Oh, you really nailed me.
Bravo, Elo.
When I put break and I put free time on there, I said I screwed up. I said they're going to see right through.
We got the king, man. We got the king.
But that was so well. I really and the explanation, what you were just saying on the thing. I mean, I didn't want to yell at you because I like you, but more importantly, you can fire me. You're my boss. But I'm like, this son of a bitch is really going to put me through this. Wow.
I'd love nothing more to get the tapes and just go through it with this.
Oh yeah.
That would be. Actually, it would be a great. Plan.
Honestly, here's the deal. When this came in yesterday from Ben was in on the gag with Elo. I was definitely had all day yesterday.
I was had.
Anthony was had, and then Ben let me in on it last night, and then I started feeling guilty because I know how Norton obsesses about things. I'm like, this is a fun gag, and we'll get him bad, we'll smash him really good, but I know he'll spend all night. That's probably why he didn't sleep, by the way, if I know you a little bit.
I heard you say that this morning. I felt really bad.
No, I'm not even kidding. Elo, I guarantee he obsessed about this all day
I
long.
thought about it yesterday. I didn't think about it at night. I was too depressed about my sexual addiction, but you got me, and I deserved it because I'm a creep. But I'm like, this is about things I've said on the show. They're worried I'm going to do something in the office. You really nailed my stupid fat face. Good one. Oh, that was a good one.
And Herky Jerky Ben got your back because he was in on it from the beginning.
Bravo,
this was
Elo.
A good one.
I had to do something.
Really
it's gonna be fun. You guys come down here. I promise you. There's no hours of meetings. We're gonna have a great time and do a couple things and get you guys out of here.
That was brilliantly. The break things that was the only error because the other stuff was so brilliantly worded.
It was hysterical. It was 15 minutes for free time.
and what the cat yesterday was like, is you're asking when you could take your dump, and the guy was like, "Hey, lighten up! You got 2 15-minute breaks."
Were you guys just all sitting around in Washington, just laughing hysterically in an office somewhere as we're losing our minds up here?
Actually, the funny part about the whole Ram dinner. I mean, there is no Ram dinner. I mean, the dinner is going to be us, jerking off at a Irish pub getting hammered. I mean, that's what it's going to be.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
But anyway, so Brian Shea and Dan Murphy and all the guys that run all the Circuit Cities and Best Buys and clients, all the Rams, which are the regional area managers all across the country, all were listening to the show. They all called him in a fit of rage and panic yesterday, going, "What are we presenting? We didn't even know we had to be there." So they had no idea either.
Got those dimwits too.
I think Anthony was suspicious the whole time.
No, I was suspicious at first. Not even at first. Not at first. At first, I bought it. Then, as I looked at it more, I'm like, "There's no way this could be real." And then, as I remembered some of the stuff that's gone on in the corporate world, I was like, "Oh my God, this is true." Yeah. So yeah, I was completely gotten.
Do you know what would help sell me? And it was a little thing. It was when I said you text messaged him and said, "Oh, stop being babies. It's one day of work." And that was such. Yesterday, he said that on the show.
Oh yeah.
That was such a boss thing to say. Like,
that was
just one day, guys.
Right.
That was a listener actually.
I thought it was Eric Logan.
Oh no.
For some reason, I misinterpreted that as Logan, and that solved it.
No, because I didn't know until last night when I was getting ready to crash.
Yeah, Opie figured it out and called
me
last night.
Well, no,
about 8:30, right?
My text message was, "I hate your guts. Payback's going to be a bitch." I go, we're never gotten. And then I'm like, well, we won't tell Jim because we'll have fun tomorrow with this.
That is really
Hey, by the way,
funny.
what is institutional
Shareholders?
Yeah, shareholders.
But, basically what Joe Utenauer, who's our CFO, manages all the big funds like Legg Mason and T. Rowe Price and all those folks that actually that have a large amount of stock in the company. So they often ask questions about where we're going and stuff. So
all right.
It's not unusual for us to do investor meetings and stuff like that.
There's the memo. Schedule. The schedule being ripped up. Very good, Eric.
Yeah.
That was very good.
That was written up. Those little things were written up so well. That was because it's like we're not dumb, and it's like, God damn it, this is for real. Like we thought it was a goof, and then like, no, this is real.
It was worded the way they actually word things.
But that would be honestly. The thing about it is that would not be an uncommon day.
Right.
At XM.
That's why it sold so well. Is because I looked at it going, no, this is what they deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah. It's meetings and meetings and meetings, and it's what it is. And I think Opie said it with XM, extreme meetings. So.
Right. Well, have you been listening to the show? Our new intern came in today with a $2,000 three-piece suit.
Yeah. What is the story with that?
We're calling him Mini Low.
And a Gucci belt.
Mini Low.
Yeah, he's Mr. Little Business Guy.
Well, what size is he? Because I'm exploding out of my suits. I'm gaining weight at a blistering pace, and I can send him some of my old suits.
He's a diminutive little fellow. Maybe
cool.
Let's see if we can.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right, Eric.
Good one, man.
You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, Eric.
I love that.
So happy with himself that he got us.
Really, really.
You should have saw your face
Nailed.
when we were telling you.
Nailed.
Priceless. We should have freaking videotaped that.
Because he kind of was like, I talked to him very comfortably. He's a really good guy, but in that moment, he's like kind of in boss mode. I'm like,
when he said we'll talk about this offline, it was like, oh no, Jimmy's gonna have to sit through this meeting on the phone now about the meeting, offline. It's like, uh-oh.
That was good.
You're rarely gotten.
Yeah, I gotta respect that.
That was a good one.
Noah is 5'5".
Ugh.
He's 5'5". Jesus.
Looks like he got the short end of the stick.
God, I eat a sandwich that tall.
How much does he weigh? He can't weigh more than $120, man. Oh, I don't want him in here.
Yeah, bring him in.
Dude.
I think this kid's gonna shine.
Danny's getting more and more pissed off by the moment.
Danny will hang in there. And so will Babe Ruth, that stupid Yankee hat.
Noah, how much you weigh, Noah?
I weigh about 125.
125.
1 1/4.
I'm surprised you didn't shave, though. You're such a neat little diminutive man.
Maybe he did, and he's got that thing where he just grows a beard like in 2 seconds.
No, it's just a look.
Oh, look at him. That's a
look. It's a rugged look.
That's 4 months of growth for him.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, thanks.
All right, beat it.
No problem.
All right, thank you.
Where's the Pat audio? I want Pat audio.
I know.
We'll get it for tomorrow. It'll take some time, yeah.
Oh,
really?
Right.
Shannon,
what does a cow say from my neighborhood? Moo, Naki.
Well, actually, I'll tell you what a cow says from that neighborhood. Sure, I'll have more eggnog.
It's too bad for all the new listeners, but that was one of the benchmark shows, our eggnog drinking contest. A lot of these questions, by the way, because people are like, man, sometimes you guys are way too inside. You go to whackbag.com, opieanthony.net. These guys are, hardcore fans of the show, and they'll answer any of your questions.
Oh, find out yourself.
All right, Shannon from Toronto, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Uh-oh. Shannon?
I want to just defend my country. I love you guys. I loved you guys since WDUF when you were on. We got you guys over the border. And I just want to let Norton know that Canada loves Jim Norton.
I love Canada. I was just annoyed.
Opie and Anthony, and we can't wait. I got the XM radio, like you said. I got it illegally because they don't sell them here, and what can you do? But as soon as you guys come across the border, where the O&A Army is going to go in full force on this side of the border. We love you guys.
All right. Thank you, Shannon.
We love Canada. Now I feel all bad.
Canada. There you go.
I've always enjoyed Canada myself.
So did I, but what was I going to do? Tell that one caller who was trashing me, you live in a fine nation with hot chicks? I had to smash him.
Of course you did.
Was I going to be a gentleman? I love the Montreal Festival, sir. Thanks for telling me I suck.
Love your homeland. It's you I don't really enjoy, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Toronto's just a weird city. They're living like it's 1962. The fashions and
Is there a wall around Toronto with elders inside that put on red suits? No? No? I thought maybe because they're living in the past.
All right, we'll take a very quick break, and then we're going to say hi to Dean Edwards, who's playing Caroline's this weekend. He's back. And what about Ralphie May? We got to get the Ashley Simpson story out of him.
What time did he start breakfast? 6? It should be.
What is this?
All right, what's the problem?
Oh, boy.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The Emperor is not happy with his coffee.
Oh, no. Are we going to have to break into...
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
Look at that cup. What brand is on that cup?
I don't know.
It doesn't taste good. I don't like it.
Where do we get our coffee every day?
I like Starbucks.
And
I don't like supporting the savages that run most of these delis.
You're insane.
Yup.
You betcha. You might be right.
Yeah.
Want this?
Hey, want to taste this?
Wow, that's really nice.
Throw it against the wall.
I'm a diva.
I want Starbucks coffee.
You betcha.
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
I know Starbucks is a big world order type of thing.
At least they're not funding terrorism.
M202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double time is out.
All right. That was a break?
I know. How fast was that?
Are you insane? Hey, let's say hi to Dean Edwards. Get him in here. Ben, we're going to need one more update from your drunk Boston friends about the search for the Chinese terrorists and the dirty bomb. Dean Edwards is playing Caroline's this weekend, I do believe, right, Dean?
Yes, sir.
Looking all good in his Puma gear, man.
He's a handsome fellow. It bugs me.
I'll say.
It's not my fault. It's my wife's.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, she
Really?
dresses you?
Yes.
Does
Yeah.
she put your clothes out in the morning?
No.
No?
It's not that bad yet, but I've only been
Yeah.
married a year. Am I on? Is this on?
Yeah,
Oh.
this is what we do.
Oh, I'm sitting here chewing eggs and
We do the same thing. We just eat on mic. It pisses people off. But
My bad. Canada.
It's so funny. People do hate that, too.
They do.
Yeah.
They hate
Yeah,
the
so-
eating thing.
How you? Yeah.
We have no breaks. What are we going to do? Not eat?
I know.
Why am I talking like an old Jewish man?
Come on,
What are we going to do? Not eat?
What are we going to do?
What do you do? What are you going to do?
What are we going to do?
And again, he told me to be here. I'm here.
I'm essential to the war effort.
Yo, I
caught Schindler's List, one-armed old man who was just trying to shovel on his way, and the guards, they were on a truckload somewhere. And again, I know this is a comedy show, so forgive me. And this is funny, though. And they're on their way somewhere, and the German guards pull them over, and they go, everybody is shoveling. So they make all these poor Jews shovel, and the one old man with one arm is trying to shovel with one arm, and the guards laugh at him, and he knows he's about to be shot, and he goes, I'm essential to the war effort. And they shoot him, because he wasn't. He was a one-armed shoveler.
Holy shit.
And it's awful, and it's very sad. And the fact that I'm saying it and you're laughing hysterically and I want to laugh.
Now, was he doing it? Was he doing it as a joke, as a last joke before he dies? Because that would be funny. If he turns around and goes, "I'm essential to the war effort," joking about his one arm. I'm essential to the war effort.
I'm going to die anyway, so why not go out with a bang?
No, he wasn't trying to be funny.
It's so bad.
He actually thought he was because he was doing some job that Oskar Schindler, I think, had him doing with one arm, and he was.
Yeah. Now, Dean, you were gonna say something. Was it about Canada and Jimmy?
Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out what was going on. Did you guys get him? I heard you say.
Oh, the whole corporate thing. Yeah, we got to go to Washington, broadcast live for 2 days from the XM compound, and they want us to, have some more synergy with them down there. So we got a lot of corporate meetings, and they put together an agenda, and we got Jimmy really bad because they want him to sit through like sensitivity training for a few hours.
I don't like the language, the XM compound and an agenda
and synergy. I know.
It sounds like a cult, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a cult.
It's Waco Part 2.
Yeah.
Bring your Nikes.
Yeah, we all castrate ourselves and go to the spaceship. Our programming director is Marshall Whiteapple.
Marshall Whiteapple.
Wow. I don't know how you remember these names, man.
Because I'm garbage. I can't remember not to pay a woman for sex, though, and find some real love and intimacy, can I? Fat-breasted, lonely zilch.
What were you calling
the
the dude? You were calling her a fat 80s woman?
Oh, because what was he saying? He was going
Police.
Oh, Jesus, dude! You used center square in 1976. What is that?
He was like B. Arthur with leg warmers on.
Police. I bet he put his hand up.
Yeah.
Even though he was on the phone, he put his hand up. Police.
I was just worried, though. I'm like, this guy might tell me to get a life.
Oh.
The guy hit you with that.
That would have shown you.
Yeah.
Hey, we got some examples of Pat from Moonachie.
Oh.
To let people in on the game.
He was the, by the way, to explain to new listeners and to Dean.
And to Dean, who's playing Caroline's all weekend long, by
Yes,
the way.
he is.
Yes.
We have we had a contest to give away a My Five, whoever could drink the most eggnog, and this guy is a bit overweight for a planetary thing, and he drank about 50 double shots of eggnog and then
Something
threw
like
up.
that.
But he has he's a funny guy and he told a lot of jokes.
He was the last to throw up, and this is how it sounded when he finally released
It's
the
really
eggnog.
him. Isn't that bad?
Well, how's eggnog chunky? Why is there feta cheese in his eggnog?
Pieces of his spleen from the looks of him throwing up. It was awful.
There was a license plate and a few other things.
Little Kittner boy.
He was just power booting.
Robert Shaw's leg. Let's drink to your bad joke.
Not only did...
That's what it was, yeah. Gurgle, gurgle.
But he was cool under pressure, though. He's like, you know what? I better throw up. And he puts his...
Yeah.
He was diabetic. And Ope is just like, go ahead, more. I'm like,
I was obsessed. I'm like,
You're
more,
killing him, but
more.
it's good. It's a good gag.
Yeah.
So in between drinking all this eggnog, he was throwing out really bad one-liners.
Oh, okay.
So and these guys have been imitating.
He's one of these
all morning.
He's one of these jolly fat guys who's constantly trying to get acceptance by making these jokes, and they just never work. They're really bad, and so he tells them, and he'll add like a kind of facial expression, you know, like the
very, very bossy,
jolly red
very
cheeked
rich
fat guy. Yeah, you know how to.
He's like Voss with more dignity. But he has. Here's the thing with Pat. He has. I think it's rosacea.
Yeah,
his
so
cheeks
his
are very
cheeks are
red,
so red and rosy.
cheeks, which I now think is from him doing jokes and people going, "Look, I'm done listening to your jokes.
Shut up,
shut up, stupid."
But we really like Pat. I know we don't sound like we do, but we really like him. Do you have a couple of clips of him? I've been dying to hear him.
All right, let's listen. Here's Pat.
She spilled my eggnog.
Joking about
piling
the
up,
PSA.
aren't they?
Doing a little PSA joke.
Yeah.
And we had, goofed on the PSA like 20 times before he did it, so it was like he was fifth in line with the same joke.
Here's another example.
Oh, really?
I'm just starting. No, just starting to drink.
Right.
That's really a tough one.
Just starting.
I'm just starting to drink. Beer all week.
Pizzas.
Yeah, he's got a John Candy quality to him, doesn't he?
No, well, yeah, without any humor.
Right, exactly.
John Candy now.
Yeah. With a touch of Mr. Magoo.
He has a John Candy humor from JFK. You got the right ta-ta, but the wrong ho-ho. Vomit. Good day to you, sir.
Here's another example.
More!
What?
Just
Screaming more, yeah.
More eggnog.
Oh, yeah.
And then one more.
I'm thinking, can't wait for breakfast.
I'm thinking, it's like, what's he thinking? He's full. He's had enough eggnog. He's been drinking a lot. What? Have breakfast.
I really wish he was here.
What a jolly
Where's
old...
he from? He's from up here?
From Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Moonachie.
Miyaki.
He lives in it, which is kind of like bukkake, except having that on your face is more pleasant than listening to those lines.
I have another one-liner.
Bat from Moonachie, you've done it again.
Anthony, shifting gears, we've been talking about Mayor Menino from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard this story yet, Dean?
No.
There's the front page of the Post. We're looking for 4 Chinese nationals.
Menino, more eggnog.
It's a big story. There may be a dirty bomb somewhere in the United States.
A dirty bomb, that'd be Pat telling jokes in the mud.
They're Chinese. I won't be ordering any Japanese food.
Dean gets it. I love it.
Miyake.
So, where's Ben? We got to get to the last update. Ben, one of our producers, Dean, he's from Boston, and he knows everything that's going on in Boston. And this morning, the story broke. It's on the front page of the paper. We're looking for the dirty bomb of these 4 Chinese people.
Yes.
And Ben's in the back office going that his friends are already looking for the terrorists in the Boston area.
Yeah.
And his drunk friends are already looking for these
drunk,
people.
racist friends in Boston
Good
are
combo.
out like in a mob looking for Asians to beat up now.
It's an old school mob. They have pitchforks and burning.
Oh, yeah. That's how they are up there.
Nice.
Go get them. Come on.
So, Ben, what's the update? What's the update?
I think they're passed out. I just tried calling them.
Of course they are. A bunch of drunks.
So they're very effective.
Yeah. I just tried to call them to get them on the air and no answer. They're totally shit-faced.
Of course they are.
Let's beat them up, dude. Let's get the baseball bats.
So, yeah, Ben's like, if they find these 4, they're going to be dead before the FBI gets to them.
No, they won't. They'll fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna... Hold on, let me take a nap.
Delta Force are all passed out with cartoons playing in the background. Drunken northeastern sots.
Yeah, we'll get him tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We'll get him tomorrow. Go Pats.
So we got a couple clips from Menino's press conference, Anthony.
All right.
3 short clips.
Mumbles.
I've asked our public safety agencies to take appropriate measures to heighten awareness.
To heighten awareness of the dirty bomb. There's a dirty bomb in our fine city. Shut up. This guy, is it true he's not running again?
I think this is it for the...
Finally.
The good old mayor of Boston.
Give someone else a shot.
How many years has he been in?
Forever.
Been in there forever.
10 years?
Forever.
We
left us like a pope.
We left 7 years ago, and he was the mayor then.
7 years.
7 years. So here's another clip from Mayor Menino.
We have information from one single enormous source.
One single enormous source.
Pat from Monarchy.
There it is.
We all...
Wait, there's a dirty bomb headed from Boston.
Terrorism.
Watch it, terrorists coming.
It's called terrorism, not terrorism.
He is the worst public speaker. He's the worst.
God, that's funny.
One enormous source.
From one enormous source. What, your tongue? That big fat piece of meat you can't keep in your mouth? You stuttering, muttering
prick, yeah, you stuttering, muttering prick, yeah.
One more clip here. Oh.
You know, the problem we have is there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's been no issue to me from any authorities about dirty bombs or LNG tankers. I think we should go with the facts.
Is he reading? Is someone handing him Post-its as he reads?
Sounds like it. I couldn't understand what was that word he said at the beginning of that.
We can play it again. We've been goofing on this guy, Dean, for forever. We've come to the conclusion he just has a really oversized, thick tongue.
He's the guy that got
gets in the way of his words.
Our radio job up in Boston, by the way.
Oh, really?
We had inadvertently announced that he had died in a car wreck up in Boston on April Fool's.
Why would he take that?
He took it a little personally. It could have been blown over, but he made a huge stink about it, got on the news, was talking about how awful we were and how we needed to be fired or else the station was going to, pay.
It was better in
So they threw us out of Boston, Mass. What's that word he says?
You know, the problem we have is there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's been no issue to me from any authorities about dirty bombs
or
LNG tankers.
Insurance?
I think we should go with the facts.
He's trying to say there's been nothing issue to me or something. But
is it issue or he was asking a question?
Issue. I just want to assure the public that Ben's drunken friends are out in force looking for these terrorists with a dirty bomb. And for some reason, Chester has been kicked in the liver, and we think the terrorists are responsible.
Don't you feel safer knowing he's on top of things up there?
Jesus Christ! No wonder those.
You sound like him.
I know. I can't even talk now. I suck.
His tongue is
saying no wonder the terrorists came out of the airport up there, Logan, and crashed their planes there. They're just walking into that place. I wouldn't be surprised if they are headed there with a dirty bomb.
Nathaniel put this little post-it here.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
5 minutes after we were talking about it, but I think it was still well timed. He said, "A big source, Ben's bulge."
Ah.
That was Nathaniel.
Wow.
Now, from now on, the only intern that is allowed to bring Post-its into me is Noah.
Noah.
Man, you're gonna get
New
this
Noah.
Kid, you're gonna get this kid killed.
Noah looked good, man.
Yeah, he's dressed.
I mean,
But he's our intern.
But when
Look at how we dress, and our intern is out dressing
When
us.
I first walked in, like, I tried not to, and I said, why?
Yeah.
Well, I said, are you just sitting in? Do you own XM, perhaps?
Here's the thing. That's the boy I like. Now, look back there. They look like all the guys that were murdered in Bully. Well, there was only one guy murdered in Bully. They were the ones that killed him. Maybe I should...
Oh, wow. That's...
Stink.
I just...
Look at Noah is modeling. Do you see his hands?
Look at how
The
he's
posture,
standing.
man?
Hands on hips.
Is this J.C.
Jacket
Penney
slightly
look or
pulled
what,
away.
What
He
kind
should
of
be
watch?
throwing a
He
football.
everything he's doing is stylish, man. He just turned away, wiped his nose smooth.
What kind of
look
watch
at
is
his
that,
watch.
son? A diesel watch.
Diesel.
Dude is stylish.
He's got a nice suit for the, and then a little diesel watch to show the girls.
Y'all should have a contest. Who wants to date Noah?
I win.
What kind of watch do you What kind of watches do you like? Diesel do.
Or don't.
I like to watch a mirror when I'm eating.
Breakfast.
Hey, watch the puke come out of my mouth.
Little fat fingers in his throat.
Oh.
What?
Why are you dragging this kid out? I like him. You want to drag one of them to do some things, but this kid stays.
So why is he on mic?
He's got headphones on, everything. You're really ready to go, aren't you,
He's
son?
ready to go.
Why don't you just push Anthony over a little bit and
He's
start...
always prepared.
His subliminal ego is, I've been waiting for this moment forever. Opie and Anthony, I will overthrow you!
Say something stupid.
Say
Sound
something.
effects.
Don't have much to say.
You're a broadcast major.
Yes,
say something.
Say something.
Is he really?
Well,
What'd you learn?
I'll take you up on the offer on that dating thing.
Oh, well, not me. I'm married, man.
No, you said for people to.
I don't know. Shoot, look at that. I'm here for 30
What you want
minutes,
to?
man.
You want to go out on a date?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you brought up the offer. I thought it was a good idea.
Any? What type of a chick do you admire?
You like tig old biddies, man? You like the tig old biddies?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's ask you a question.
Much like Jim, huh?
How far...
Do we have...
Well, excuse me. Hold on. I want to know if young Danny just implied that I have fat titties.
He really did.
I really hurt, Danny.
He's getting a little too confident, I think.
I know.
He just did.
Hand in his pockets, unshaven, looking good, goddammit.
All right, I was wondering if maybe Tracy Morgan was in studio today. I don't know if he is. And
Yo, I want Noah to go on a date with a black woman. No, you need some black in you. I want a black woman to sodomize him. Or be sodomized. You can be the sodomy or the sodomer. But do the sodomy, not the rotomy.
I think I'll pass on that.
Listen. We're going to find you a date. We need to bring you to some of them strip clubs up in the Bronx. Like the GOAT. The GOAT was old school. That's where you could, walk in, tip a girl $1 and stick a pinky in a boot shoe. That's the chocolate starfish.
Am I dressed right for that?
You dress however you want to dress. You're effervescent, Noah. Don't ever let them tell you any different. Flying high, sky stratosphere over LaGuardia. Because I don't like JFK.
He's got Tracy's eyes. That's Tracy Morgan, man.
Yeah, really scary, man.
That was funny.
You're awesome. Noah, I love you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I appreciate it.
Tracy will stare at you until you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
First time,
Yep.
I love you. 5 minutes later, you walked away. You're across the room. He's still looking at you, mouthing.
Dude, we had a celebrity softball game, and Tracy Morgan showed up with Jim Brewer. And Tracy decided to get not completely naked. Did he have a jockstrap on, or
He had small bikini
really
underwear.
tiny underwear, and just walks out onto the field? That's it. That's it, with his big gut hanging out, and
yeah.
he just didn't care.
Tracy has no shame.
Oh, he's got stretch marks down his side and everything.
We had 6,000 people there. I'm like, this guy's got balls.
Tracy does not care.
No.
Man.
And then he wanted to take us all on a field trip through Harlem or the Bronx or whatever.
I want y'all to see where I used to live. These are my old stomping grounds. There goes Welfare Fred, man. He's awesome. He hangs out. He's there from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. He works a 12-hour shift. Then crackhead Susie comes out and takes over. I love her, too. Spectacular. I love Opie and Anthony. I don't care what anybody says. I love O&A.
Noah, anything? You want to be a broadcast journalist, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. How do you deal with someone? Noah, how would you deal with someone like if Tracy came in, he's like, no, so what's poppin'? Poppin', we ready to do the interview. Let's go. Come on. I got 10 minutes.
What would I
Quicker!
say? What would I say?
Yes.
Dude, take your hand off your hip.
Yeah.
He'd call his dad and have him do it.
Wow, Danny just doesn't like
Wow.
Noah.
He's a little teapot, short and stout.
Well, because
there is his
look,
handle.
they're both the same. They're like
zip, and
he's
here
like,
goes his mouth.
He's like the bizarro version of Noah. He's like the clean cut versus the evil version.
Yeah, he's got the evil goatee too, right?
Yeah, man.
Well, I missed something good.
Oh,
I know.
yeah,
I missed something really good.
Yeah.
Damn it! I
Listen
hate
on
that.
the replay.
I will.
Very funny, Jimmy.
All right. No, you got nothing.
Nothing.
Now he's standing like Nixon. He's got his arms crossed in his suit. I am not a homo.
I am.
He's a young Republican. Look at him.
I'm not a Republican.
No, you never know.
And Liddy pulled my fly down.
And then he zipped it up.
All right, Noah.
Thank you, Noah.
You're welcome.
Very good.
When are you coming in next?
I come in on Monday.
You come in whenever you want, kid. You got pizzazz.
Thank you.
What year are you in school?
I'm a senior.
A senior?
Yeah,
at NYU?
Graduating. Yep.
You've been there for the whole time?
4 years.
So you're ready to graduate now? You've learned everything you're pretty much going to learn?
I don't think I've learned too much.
No?
Nah.
They didn't teach you about broadcasting?
Nah, not much.
No?
But I hope they don't hear this.
Noah, not good to say when you're interning here.
Did you see the Olsen twins at NYU?
I have not seen them.
Did you see anyone jump from the roofs?
Know anyone that jumped?
Ooh, I didn't know anybody, but I heard a lot about it.
Wow, you're going far in this business, kid.
Yeah, do you ever look out the window and see an expressionless face falling by you with a math book?
I don't think I want to see that.
No Asian person plummeting from the roof, thrown off by some drunk Boston friends?
Why is your face all red? What's the matter? Don't be nervous. We're all just joking.
Yeah, we're just having fun.
Bunch of men checking you out in a suit.
Yo, is that the Subaru logo on your belt?
That's Gucci. That's Gucci, bro.
Gucci, yo.
Come on. Hey, man, my bad. Shoot, I wear Sean John. That's it. Doesn't it look like the Subaru logo?
That's hilarious.
I'm not a walking car ad.
There you go.
You look very comfortable.
Thank you.
As he poses
Hands
like
on hips
Superman.
again.
Yeah.
Here is my handle. Here is my... Oh, I'm a sugar bowl.
Oh, man.
All right, well, great. Thanks.
Thanks.
All right.
There you go. As Eric's waving him off.
All right. Danny, get the door for Noah, please.
Wow. You're going to get this kid beat up.
Oh, shit.
The rest of the interns are the real deal, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's fine. Are we going to ever...
Yeah, I don't know if we have time now.
Yeah.
For what?
What? We want to play Guess What's in My
She's been
Pants.
sitting there so long.
You want to do a speed Guess
We'll
What's in
do
My
it real quick.
Hey, Rebecca from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Rebecca, hi. How old are you?
19.
What do you look like?
Well, I've got auburn hair, green eyes. I'm about 5'4".
You're from North Carolina.
Actually, I'm from Virginia. I'm
All right, you're great. How much do you weigh?
about 120.
120?
Are you in your car?
No, actually, I'm with my fiance in a tractor trailer.
All right, and what are you wearing today?
Right now, I'm not wearing a damn thing.
Not wearing a damn thing. We enjoy that. Okay, we're going to play Guess What's in My Pants. Here are the rules to the game. You take the phone. You rub it on the most intimate of areas, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and you will rub it up and down, side to side in a circular fashion. We will then, based on the sounds we hear, try to decide what type of hairstyle you have. Is it the regular standard issue girl triangle? Is it a landing strip, or mohawk as we like to call it? Is it the Hitler mustache, which is, well, a Hitler mustache? Or is it the clean-shaved, wood floor, JonBenet Ramsey, or as we like to call it, the Connor Peterson armpit? Don't tell us, don't give us any hints or clues or anything until we ask what's in your pants. Okay, Rebecca, you understand the rules?
Yeah.
Here's the theme song. Hit it. That is the edited version of the song. Rebecca, if you will, please, in an up and down fashion. Let's listen closely.
All right.
All right, please, side to side. And now circular motion. Okay, my guess is wood floor. Opie? Come on, Opie.
I'm sorry. I'll just landing strip.
Landing strip?
Clean-shaven.
Clean-shaven wood floor.
I'm going to guess inside of a cat box by those noises. And no, I'm going to go with a mohawk.
And wait,
mohawk.
One more guess from Tracy Morgan.
Yo, I think I love her labia. I love everything she's holding down there.
Chris Rock, what would Chris Rock guess?
She's naked.
Anybody else want to guess that lives in your head?
Denzel Washington would say she is clean shaven.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to say a little kitty cat in there. Rebecca, what is in your pants?
A landing strip.
Jimmy Norton said mohawk. Rebecca, thank you so much for playing Guess What's in My Pants. Cue the music.
What's in my pants?
My pants.
I can't believe we got that off so fast.
It's like under a minute.
That was a quick one. It was speed round.
Oh, and look at that.
We got to give out plugs. Got to give out plugs.
Yes.
I will be. No, I'm kidding. Dean Edwards tonight.
Tonight through Sunday.
At Caroline's, 212-757-4100, right?
4100, yes. Or Carolines.com. If you want to check out some of my stuff I've done, check out DeanEdwards.net. Let me know what you think, man.
Very funny stand-up comic, brilliant impressionist. Who you work with, you know?
Mark Theobald and Harris Stanton.
And Pat from Monarchy.
Okay, perhaps.
And Pat's going to make an appearance.
Dean is handsome, and he has perhaps the two ugliest openers on the planet. Mark Theobald looks like something that swims around the Titanic wreckage that they can only see with infrared lighting.
Wow! Nice.
Wait till you see Mark Theobald. Just go to the show, and you're gonna love Harris. If you've ever, he's CJ from A Soldier Story.
Worker! CJ, you're Geechee. Yo, Geechee.
That's exactly
Oh,
who
God,
Harris
that movie
is.
is great.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a good show, though, man.
Yeah.